You know.
Ready? All right, Justin Vorster is down on the field with the winning coach from Caw Valley.
Yeah. Right.
Score the first
Oh.
goal. He should go all the way to the goal.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Right.
Shoot from 30 yards.
Right. Give me a countdown. And hello, Justin Forster here with CIS, and alongside me, the winning coach of the semi-final, the playoff, the USL League 2 playoff, Coach Estevan for Caw Valley. Congratulations. Just run me through your day here. I mean, it was an unbelievable achievement. If I'm looking at it and I'm going to give a man of the match, although you had some quality players out there with Bartlett at the back and Gibson, I'd have given it to the whole team.
Yes, I'm not the winning coach. I'm coaching the winning team. And then that's an important piece of these summer programs because these boys are sacrificing their summer break and they're working very hard. They're coming to the practice. Well, the last 3 weeks, I personally drove 20 million miles all the way to Green Bay and then Thunder Bay, Winnipeg. And then these boys are doing the same. So I think they deserve all the credit. They did a very good job today. They focused and concentrated almost all game long, except that one mistake when the equalizer came. That was typically the one shouldn't happen. But other than that, yeah, credit to everybody.
You kept, we were chatting about this before we went online. You had a game plan, and it was about controlling the game off the ball. Run us through that.
Yeah, so especially in these weather conditions. I mean, how we started the game, I was shaking. My leg was shaking.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Imagine if they played 10, 15 minutes. It's not easy to control themselves. So the plan was controlling the game, making them frustrated about not playing their own rhythm, their own pattern. That was part of the plan, and then focusing and creating those, not typically counters, but situations when you saw happen during the game. And then I think the comeback on the turnover, the extra time from a goal down, it's big time.
Yeah, you went 2-1 down, and we were discussing it up in the booth, and we were like, it's going to show some character to come back in this game, and Chicago had some quality, some very good quality, but you and your team and your coaching staff stuck to a game plan, and you came from 2-1 down to just turn the game around to 3-2.
Yeah, I think that's why credit for the kids. What we did all game long, we were easy, cool, calm on the bench because we didn't want any extra pressure on the players. Again, dealing with the elements here, and with this very strong side, Chicago, that was enough for them. So, few small mistakes, part of the game, but I think that was big time coming back a goal down situation.
Yeah, and just lastly, let's talk about Lerev that came in. Yeah, what Nacho. I mean, what a fantastic player. I loved watching him for the time that he was on the field. I absolutely loved watching him, just his movements, and then obviously creating the assist and the second goal. It came from nothing, and I think he's a quality player and a great substitution.
Let me tell you a little secret. He wasn't recommended. I got a text message through the GM. Do not take him. This is about development. If someone is not an easy one, we have to spend more time.
Correct. Great point. And that just sums it up, Coach. And good luck in the final. Enjoy your night and your celebration with your players. Not too much though, because you have an important final.
Yes.
Good enough, but you have an important final to play.
The good thing is that we have few players over 21, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, correct. And you can enjoy it with your coaching staff. And like you said, although there's credit to you and your coaching staff, but a massive credit to your players and their achievement.
Absolutely, and also the organization, and thanks for Marcus Dudley, our GM, and the whole board, because this is the second year of Cavalry, and I think everybody did a great job, including Sporting and Swope Park Rangers, who are giving support with the players. So I think it was a good decision to run this program.
And the support means a lot for the program, and Coach, best of luck in the final, and go and enjoy your celebrations with the boys.
See you guys soon.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Back to Dardanus.
Yeah. Oh. And that was Coach from Core Valley, and now we are heading back to Dar Danielson.
Thank you, Justin. And the final here, Caw Valley 3-2 over Chicago.
Good.
Coming up, they say about 8:55. They'll kick it off here for Des Moines Menace taking on the Flint City Bucks. So we'll have that game coming up for you. We're going to take a break and get ready for that game coming up in just a bit on CISN.TV.
Schottenkirk Waukee Chevy's Summer of Chevy Sell Down. Up to $11,000 off or 0% for 72 months on select new 19 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab LTs and RSTs. 0% for 84 months on select new 19 Silverado 1500 Double Cabs. Summer of Chevy Sell Down. Get more for your trade-in, Waukee. Up to $11,000 off 19 Silverado HDs. Schottenkirk Summer of Chevy Sell Down. Ends June 30th. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
Hi, Ron here, head coach of Westside Auto Pros. When your car's on the injured reserve, you want to get it back in the game as soon as possible. I know that. That's why you need to bring it here to Westside Auto Pros. I have a team of experts that can fix almost every automotive injury. Whether it's a fractured joint, a brake, or if your car just got its bell rung, no problem. We can even do a complete physical on your car to make sure it's game ready for the entire season. So bring your car to Westside Auto Pros and we'll get it back in the starting lineup in no time. Hey, you guys are dogging it back here. Let's move it, move it, move it.
Moms typically get to make a majority of the healthcare decisions for their family. That can be a lot of pressure, but not for me, because I know the choice is ours. For medical tests like MRIs, X-rays, CAT scans, and of course mammograms, ask your doctor to refer you to Iowa Radiology. They work around our hectic schedules, they're the best at what they do, and they're so great with my family. They truly care, and it shows. Visit iowaradiology.com or call to schedule an appointment. Iowa.
Here's to everyone who believes in competition and good sportsmanship, who knows it's not about the trophies or the medals, but rather the lessons learned. For those who understand, it's not whether you win or lose, just that you give your best. So go ahead, lace them up, take the field, have fun, and play. For the experience, for the memories, for the love of the game. Shields.
Hi, I'm Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and as winter finally lets go, I'm sure your thoughts are turning to outdoors just like mine. And we've got the furniture to make your spring and summer the best ever. We've got furniture from domestic manufacturers as well as imports, and I've got a lot of it in stock. We're showing 120 sets on the floor, the best we've ever had. Please come see us for your outdoor furniture needs at Fireplace Superstore. For great deals on great furniture, come to Fireplace Superstore.
Moms typically get to make a majority of the healthcare decisions for their family. That can be a lot of pressure, but not for me, because I know the choice is ours. For medical tests like MRIs, X-rays, CAT scans, and of course mammograms, ask your doctor to refer you to Iowa Radiology. They work around our hectic schedules, they're the best at what they do, and they're so great with my family. They truly care, and it shows. Visit iowaradiology.com or call to schedule an appointment. Iowa Radiology.
Why do I look for the seal? It's about trust. Whether I'm buying a car, hiring a contractor, finding a tax preparer, or an honest mechanic, the Better Business Bureau's seal means this business meets high standards. When I see the seal, I know I'll get what I pay for. No more taking chances and no more worries. And I feel good about supporting local businesses. My life is so much easier knowing I can always trust BBB accredited businesses. It pays to look for the seal. See for yourself at bbb.org/Iowa.
Every month or so, there's another story in the media about when and how often we need to get our mammograms. Kind of confusing. When this happens, I like to consult with experts. So I called Iowa Radiology. They recommend women get an annual mammogram starting at age 40. They know that it's the best way to detect cancers early and save lives. And that's good enough for me. Visit iowaradiology.com or call to schedule your mammogram. Iowa Radiology, our focus is your good health.
MidAmerican Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Every month or so, there's another story in the media about when and how often we need to get our mammograms. Kind of confusing. When this happens, I like to consult with experts. So I called Iowa Radiology. They recommend women get an annual mammogram starting at age 40. They know that it's the best way to detect cancers early and save lives. And that's good enough for me. Visit iowaradiology.com or call to schedule your mammogram. Iowa Radiology, our focus is your good health.
Boost Checking from Dordt Federal Credit Union is a convenient checking account that pays 5% APY on balances up to $10,000. You could earn up to $500 annually in dividends. No minimum balances or monthly fees. Enjoy the better benefits of Boost Checking, insured by... One 1% interest on your checking account is nice, but 5% is better. Boost checking from Dort Federal Credit Union is better. Boost is a simple and convenient checking account that pays 5% APY on balances up to $10,000 when monthly requirements are met. You could earn up to $500 annually in dividends. No minimum balances, no monthly service, or per check fees. Start enjoying the better benefits of Boost checking from Dort Federal Credit Union. Federally insured by
Schottenkirk Waukee Chevy's Summer of Chevy Sell Down. Up to $11,000 off for 0% for 72 months on select new 19 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab LTs and RSTs. 0% for 84 months on select new 19 Silverado 1500 Double Cabs. Summer of Chevy Sell Down. Get more for your trade-in, Waukee. Up to $11,000 off 19 Silverado HDs. Schottenkirk Summer of Chevy Sell Down. Ends June 30th. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. Waukee Chevy.
Hi, Ron here, head coach of Westside Auto Pros. When your car's on the injured reserve, you want to get it back in the game as soon as possible. I know that. That's why you need to bring it here to Westside Auto Pros. I have a team of experts that can fix almost every automotive injury. Whether it's a fractured joint, a brake, or if your car just got its bell rung, no problem. We can even do a complete physical on your car to make sure it's game ready for the entire season. So bring your car to Westside Auto Pros and we'll get it back in the starting lineup in no time. Hey, you guys are dogging it back here. Let's move it, move it, move it.
Moms typically get to make a majority of the healthcare decisions for their family. That can be a lot of pressure, but not for me, because I know the choice is ours. For medical tests like MRIs, X-rays, CAT scans, and of course mammograms, ask your doctor to refer you to Iowa Radiology. They work around our hectic schedules, they're the best at what they do, and they're so great with my family. They truly care, and it shows. Visit iowaradiology.com or call to schedule an appointment. Iowa Radiology, our focus is your good health.
Here's to everyone who believes in competition and good sportsmanship, who knows it's not about the trophies or the medals, but rather the lessons learned. For those who understand, it's not whether you win or lose, just that you give your best. So go ahead, lace them up, take the field, have fun, and play. For the experience, for the memories, for the love of the game. Shields.
Hi, I'm Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and as winter finally lets go, I'm sure your thoughts are turning to outdoors just like mine. And we've got the furniture to make your spring and summer the best ever. We've got furniture from domestic manufacturers as well as imports, and I've got a lot of it in stock. We're showing 120 sets on the floor, the best we've ever had. Please come see us for your outdoor furniture needs at Fireplace Superstore. For great deals on great furniture, come to Fireplace Superstore.
Moms typically get to make a majority of the healthcare decisions for their family. That can be a lot of pressure, but not for me, because I know the choice is ours. For medical tests like MRIs, X-rays, CAT scans, and of course mammograms, ask your doctor to refer you to Iowa Radiology. They work around our hectic schedules, they're the best at what they do, and they're so great with my family. They truly care, and it shows. Visit iowaradiology.com or call to schedule an appointment. Iowa Radiology.
Why do I look for the seal? It's about trust. Whether I'm buying a car, hiring a contractor, finding a tax preparer, or an honest mechanic, the Better Business Bureau's seal means this business meets high standards. When I see the seal, I know I'll get what I pay for. No more taking chances and no more worries. And I feel good about supporting local businesses. My life is so much easier knowing I can always trust BBB accredited businesses. It pays to look for the seal. See for yourself at bbb.org/Iowa.
Every month or so, there's another story in the media about when and how often we need to get our mammograms. Kind of confusing. When this happens, I like to consult with experts. So I called Iowa Radiology. They recommend women get an annual mammogram starting at age 40. They know that it's the best way to detect cancers early and save lives. And that's good enough for me. Visit iowaradiology.com or call to schedule your mammogram. Iowa Radiology, our focus is your good health.
MidAmerican Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Every month or so, there's another story in the media about when and how often we need to get our mammograms. It's kind of confusing. When this happens, I like to consult with experts. So I called Iowa Radiology. They recommend women get an annual mammogram starting at age 40. They know that it's the best way to detect cancers early and save lives. And that's good enough for me. Visit iowaradiology.com or call to schedule your mammogram. Iowa Radiology, our focus is your good health.
One 1% interest on your checking account is nice, but 5% is better. Boost checking from Dordt Federal Credit Union is better. Boost is a simple and convenient checking account that pays 5% APY on balances up to $10,000 when monthly requirements are met. You could earn up to $500 annually in dividends. No minimum balances, no monthly service, or per check fees. Start enjoying the better benefits of Boost checking from Dordt Federal Credit Union. Federally insured by NCUA. Boost checking from Dordt Federal Credit Union is a convenient checking account that pays 5% APY on balances up to $10,000. You could earn up to $500 annually in dividends. No minimum balances or monthly fees. Enjoy the better benefits of Boost checking, insured by NCUA.
Schottenkirk Waukee Chevy's Summer of Chevy Sell Down. Up to $11,000 off for 0% for 72 months on select new 19 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab LTs and RSTs. 0% for 84 months on select new 19 Silverado 1500 Double Cabs. Summer of Chevy Sell Down. Get more for your trade-in, Waukee. Up to $11,000 off 19 Silverado HDs. Schottenkirk Summer of Chevy Sell Down. Ends June 30th. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
Flint City Bucks start to do their warm-up. I'm Tylee Nunnick, the general manager of the Menace. Glad to be here tonight. The weather's turned out beautiful, actually, for this game. Earlier in the night, Caw Valley battled with Chicago, went into overtime, and Caw Valley took the victory there. We'll give a quick shout-out to Flint City. I know they're having some watch parties. I apologize it's so late, but it's not on us. We hope you have a great evening tonight, and welcome to Des Moines via the live feed.
Great. So you played the Caw Valley twice before?
Yes, we've played Caw Valley twice now in season. Down in Kansas City, we went into a weather delay that resulted in a tie after getting back into it 4 minutes after the first half. We got them here 1-0, but Caw Valley's a very strong team. As is Chicago, and for Caw Valley to beat Chicago says a lot. They're a team that competes down to the end, so regardless of what team gets out there on Sunday against Caw Valley, they're going to have their hands full.
What should we be looking for with the Bucks here?
Well, the Bucks are a historically top amateur club, so you're going to see great talent regardless. Well coached, well supported. It's one of the best rivalries in the highest level amateur soccer you can have. And so we're looking forward to a great game. And it's something that happens almost yearly, the clash, if you will. And we just, I'm going to be hoping for the best, obviously.
Sure. So it's a bit of a rivalry?
Huge rivalry. Many years we've battled. They've got to be probably on top of the charts for many awards and accolades for the highest level amateur team in the U.S. And we run neck and neck with them on that.
All right, so it'll be a good game, huh?
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I think that'll be it.
Okay.
So, thanks for speaking with us.
Yeah, all the best to the two teams. Safe travels to those teams traveling home tonight or tomorrow, regardless. And thanks for joining us.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Hi, Ron here, head coach of Westside Auto Pros. When your car's on the injured reserve, you want to get it back in the game as soon as possible. I know that. That's why you need to bring it here to Westside Auto Pros. I have a team of experts that can fix almost every automotive injury. Whether it's a fractured joint, a brake, or if your car just got its bell rung, no problem. We can even do a complete physical on your car to make sure it's game ready for the entire season. So bring your car to Westside Auto Pros and we'll get it back in the starting lineup in no time. Hey, you guys are dogging it back here. Let's move it, move it, move it.
Moms typically get to make a majority of the healthcare decisions for their family. That can be a lot of pressure, but not for me, because I know the choice is ours. For medical tests like MRIs, X-rays, CAT scans, and of course mammograms, ask your doctor to refer you to Iowa Radiology. They work around our hectic schedules, they're the best at what they do, and they're so great with my family. They truly care, and it shows. Visit iowaradiology.com or call to schedule an appointment. Iowa Radiology, our focus is your good health.
Here's to everyone who believes in competition and good sportsmanship, who knows it's not about the trophies or the medals, but rather the lessons learned. For those who understand, it's not whether you win or lose, just that you give your best. So go ahead, lace them up, take the field, have fun, and play. For the experience, for the memories, for the love of the game. Shields.
Hi, I'm Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and as winter finally lets go, I'm sure your thoughts are turning to outdoors just like mine. And we've got the furniture to make your spring and summer the best ever. We've got furniture from domestic manufacturers as well as imports, and I've got a lot of it in stock. We're showing 120 sets on the floor, the best we've ever had. Please come see us for your outdoor furniture needs at Fireplace Superstore. For great deals on great furniture, come to Fireplace Superstore.
Moms typically get to make a majority of the healthcare decisions for their family. That can be a lot of pressure, but not for me, because I know the choice is ours. For medical tests like MRIs, X-rays, CAT scans, and of course mammograms, ask your doctor to refer you to Iowa Radiology. They work around our hectic schedules, they're the best at what they do, and they're so great with my family. They truly care, and it shows. Visit iowaradiology.com or call to schedule an appointment. Iowa Radiology.
Why do I look for the seal? It's about trust. Whether I'm buying a car, hiring a contractor, finding a tax preparer, or an honest mechanic, the Better Business Bureau seal means this business meets high standards. When I see the seal, I know I'll get what I pay for. No more taking chances and no more worries. And I feel good about supporting local businesses. My life is so much easier knowing I can always trust BBB accredited businesses. It pays to look for the seal. See for yourself at bbb.org/I.
Boost Checking from Dordt Federal Credit Union is a convenient checking account that pays 5% APY on balances up to $10,000. You could earn up to $500 annually in dividends. No minimum balances or monthly fees. Enjoy the better benefits of Boost Checking, insured by NCUA.
Good evening and welcome back to Drake Stadium in Des Moines. It's USL League 2 playoffs, our second semifinal. The first one went to double overtime before Call Valley knocked off Chicago. Tonight it's the undefeated Des Moines Menace taking on Flint City in the nightcap here. Dar Danielson alongside Justin Vorster, and the only good thing I think about it getting a little later, Justin, is the sun has gone down and it seems like it's cooled off a little bit from what we had in that earlier game.
Yeah, I was down there earlier doing the interview, and yeah, it definitely has cooled off. There's a slight breeze, but yeah, it's definitely a little bit cooler down there. Cooler than in here, that's for sure.
Well, if anything, that first game showed the Des Moines Menace they got to be ready, because it doesn't matter, if you finish on top of your division. Quality teams here. Flint City, we know, is a quality team, so they got to be prepared for this team.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, last year the Menace came in as the top seed and ended up losing to Chicago in the final. So, like I said before, if you're in the playoffs and the semifinals, you got to be the best to beat the best. So, Flint City Bucks is not going to be a turnover game at all. They've come in with some quality players. They had a good run in the conference, in their conference in particular. I mean, this is their 22nd time in their history that they've been in the first round of the playoffs, and no other team in the division has had the same, so it's an achievement for them. They, up against the Menace, who, have scored 30 goals and conceded 4 this season. So we got some ratios going on here. For
and Jordan Bell will be in goal tonight, and he has not given up a goal. Ledgway, the other keeper, gave up the 4, but so it's going to be interesting to see how that works. Can they keep that up? And they've done that with a combination of defense and offense here. I think the Menace have.
Yeah, I mean, they've played well. I mean, I don't think they've really been tested. I don't think the Menace have been tested. Bell's pulled off some good saves. Yes, they have conceded some goals, but I think at the end of the day they haven't really been tested. So this could be a test tonight with the Bucks coming to town, and they could cause some problems. Try to do some research on them. I don't know much about them, but I know this is their 22nd appearance in the playoffs, so in the first round of the playoffs. So I think we're going to have a fantastic matchup today, Dar.
Yep, and you look at the lineup here, Gerber Chavez back in there, Nicholas Perea, some of those guys that we've seen have done well for the Menace all season long back in the starting lineup. But that's one thing. They have their depth. They've been able to move guys around when they go to those, back-to-back matches and that. But I think they're seeing them going to come out strong here tonight with this lineup.
Yeah, I think the Menace have definitely put out a strong lineup. Bacuna's back in the squad. Passarelli's in there at probably coming on the right-hand side of center back and Wiltshire on the left. And then Baker will be the holding midfielder. They'll probably play their 3-4-3 with a box midfield to keep it nice and tight. Might allow some space on the outside and on the left-hand side and the right-hand side, but it's worked for the Menace the whole season. The strategy has been to a benefit for sure. Siege Frelick is back in the lineup. She played in the last game. Goya Dianco and Perea. Perea's been fantastic, the Colombian. And then Chavez will probably play out front in the number 9 role. And then looking at the bench, they've got some quality coming off the benches, in addition to what they have in the starting lineup.
So getting ready, just about ready to go here. Flint City 6-3-3. The Menace 11-0-3 on the season. It's USL 2 league playoffs, and the crowd filtered in. The Menace fans probably a little happy too. It's coming in after that sun goes down, a little cooler for them to come in and watch their team here tonight.
Yeah, definitely, because it's obviously a later kickoff due to the first match going into overtime. So definitely a lot cooler for the fans as for the players. But yeah, it's going to be. I think it's going to be a fantastic match today, and I think Flint City Bucks are going to come in here, obviously wanting to win this match and play Core Valley in the final on Sunday.
Yep, the final Sunday, which you can also see here on CISN.TV, will be at 5 o'clock back here at Drake Stadium. And it'll be Core Valley taking on the winner of this one, the Des Moines Menace and the Flint City Bucks, as teams getting ready. The final preparations here as we get set to kick it off. And you can see the Menace now making their way into the stadium. And the lineups here tonight for Flint City: Dylan Borchik at the forward spot, Yuri Farkas, the other forward spot, Justin Ingram in the midfield, David Acarendo, Javier Steinwasser, Brandon McNitt in the midfield, Omar Sinclair, Reese Myers, Charlie Booth, Griffin DeBolt, defenders, and Andrew Pannenberg also in the goal tonight for the Flint City. Looking at Pannenberg's numbers, looks like he's let's see, 12 goals against, is that right, on the season? And let's go down on the field for the lineups.
The starters for your Menace. Number 22, captain Nicholas Paul. Correa. Number 1, captain and in goal, Jordan Bell. Number 2, Jerry Wiltshire. Number 4, Daniel Bakuna. Number 5, Oliver Posarelli. Number 20, James Thomas. Number 6, Richard Bryan. Number 7, Jakub Relic. Number 8, Joshua Baker. Number 18, Ignacio Foya de Anda. Number 25, Gerber Chavez. The Menace are coached by Mark McKeever. Coach McKeever is assisted by Nick Jaramillo, Dean Gray, and Zach Settler. Tonight's referees are Bryce Bakken, Brittany Seed, Adam Holtz, and Brittany Hageman. Fans, at this time, we ask that all who are able to, please stand and remove your hats as Phil Haig performs the Star-Spangled Banner.
Wow. I think that's the first time I've heard a harmonic.
Pretty impressive.
Anthem. Yeah. Man, 11. That was
very
good.
Very impressive.
And we're about ready for our second semifinal here. USL League 2 playoffs. The Des Moines Menace and the Flint City Bucks. Winner advances to the semifinals on Sunday to face Caw Valley. And the fans are fired up. The players are fired up. We're ready to go here. As you see the captains down on the field. Getting their last instructions from the referees. And here we go. You hear, for those of you listening from Flint City, that's called the Red Army, and they play, they march into the Menace games and keep the drum beat going throughout most of the matchup here. And so you'll probably hear that throughout the night as they try to get the rhythm going for the Des Moines Menace. Dart Danielson, Justin Borster with you. As the Menace come out, you see them in the black and red uniforms, the white tops with blue shorts there on the right of your screen. You'll see here shortly the Flint City Bucks. Mark McKeever, the head coach of Des Moines, Demir Muhtari, head coach of Flint City. Flint City will kick it off here. Drake Stadium in Des Moines. Known for the Drake Relays, the blue oval around the outside of the football stadium here. Home of the Drake Relays, the boys and girls high school track meet in Iowa, as we're ready to get underway with soccer. Jordan Bell, the keeper in yellow for the Menace. Andrew Pannenberg in the orange, as booted down there deep. And Thomas battles for it. And it goes off him to Flint City. They'll throw it in here to get it started. Going up the sideline, Thomas. Again, trying to knock it off of Flint City, but it'll stay with Flint City.
Yeah, you can see the Menace have lined up in the 3-4-3.
Griffin DeBolt with the throw.
Already you can just, there's a little bit of off the ball situation there. Makuna and Farkas. So the referee is going to talk to them.
Yeah, early on, just a minute in.
Farkas, the Brazilian boy.
And here we go. They send it out wide to the right side. Flint City. Pressure, Menace pressuring. And up ahead, battling for it. Trying to turn it. And into the defender. And the Menace finally clear it out of there.
You just tell by the start of this game already that it's going to be at a high tempo, definitely to start with.
Yeah, a little faster pace than that other one, isn't
absolutely. Flint City are already looking to press by the looks of it, as Perea
sends it up. Now lobs it over outside. Over there, Svelik. Svelik leaves it back and across, knocked away by the keeper. Got a hand on it. That'll go out to the Menace.
Pannenberg just got his left hand to that ball, just managed to parry it away with the onslaught coming in after that lovely ball by Svelik.
Oh, Thomas tried to shoot it across, and there's already a corner for the Menace. Menace corner in the early going here. Swinging in and knocked out, came down a little short. Up high, and Farkas gets knocked down. And they'll give a free kick.
Yeah, Farkas was just taken up by, just behind. On his right shin, or his right calf muscle, just a slight knock.
Griffin DeBolt to throw it in for Flint City.
Flint City looked like they started in a 4-2-3-1. Looking to get their outside backs high and wide, getting them forward.
Battle Menace now.
Just see how that competes against the 3-4-3.
Take it away. Acarando knocked out. It'll stay with Flint City. Throw it up ahead. Two Menace defenders run into each other as it's taken there by McNitt. And then he goes down and then fired wide of the goal for a goal kick. So a lot of action early on.
McNitt breaking through the lines there. And then Farkas just his left-footed shot just going high and wide.
Menace. Well, look to build it up for the back here. Drop it back to Bell. He surveys the situation. And we'll send it out wide to Thomas. Thomas comes back to get it, drops it back. And push down. Foul there, Farkas.
Passarelli didn't quite get a hold of the ball and then just eventually pushed down by Farkas.
Menace, look it up. Flint City trying to pressure here. So they'll reverse field. Goya Dianca. Goya Dianca sends it out wide. The far side, offside flag is up.
Goya Dianca came into the space there to collect the ball between the lines. He was pressed pretty quickly.
Omar Sinclair was right back there on him now.
Yeah.
He was offside. And it'll be a kick for Flint City. They put it into play. Charlie Booth up the left side. DeBolt, and now out. Goya Dianca comes up under pressure. Menace set it over to the left side. Now work it back. Thomas up the right side, had his hand up. They're looking for him there. Get it up to Thomas. He traps it down, keeps it in up the sideline. Can't cut it back though, as defended well by Flint City. And knocked out. That'll stay with Flint City.
Thomas's first touch took it away towards the byline or the throw-in.
Here's DeBolt with the throw-in. He gets back in there, but taken by the Menace.
Chavez
now battling for it. And Flint City gets possession. Flint City drops back to the keeper. Both teams pressuring a lot on the ball. Headed back. Now up the right side. On the run. Trying to sneak it through there to Farkas.
It's a good ball in. Farkas did well. Tell you what, if Farkas would have received that ball leading into Makuna, the defender was pressing really tightly on him. He could have won a free kick there. He just slightly off balance, going to ground. Could have been dangerous.
Menace, play it in. Now they'll reverse it back over here, out wide to Thomas. James Thomas takes it up the right sideline. In the middle of Sweatlick. He sends it wide the other way. Looking to get by the defender. Drops it back. Lines up the shot and off the defender right in the back.
Just hit the center back in the head.
Yeah, he goes down.
As they call on the trainers, who was set up by Perea. And loads of space there to take the shot. It was a deflection. Straight into the center back's head. Hopefully he's okay.
Yeah, good sportsmanship comes back.
I think it's Myers, number 22, I believe.
Yep.
Yes, it is.
Reese Myers.
Yep. He seems to be okay. No doubt he'll be back into this game. The big lad.
Kind of caught him unaware there with that shot.
Yeah.
So lots of action back and forth here. Just 9 minutes in. And they'll put it back into play, kick it back to the keeper. And the Menace now. Send it over to Makuna. Outside. He's got Sweatlick over there. across to Baker. Passarelli trying to send it into the middle. Gets by the first man, and now a turn.
Svelek just creating space for himself in there to Perea.
Back up now into, trying to get it into Svelek. Referee says play on. They'll go up, trying to go up over, but nobody ran on. And it's taken by Pannenberg, the keeper. Boots it up. Flint City first to the ball there. Trying to get it up to Farkas. Back to defend is Makuna. Bell will roll it out. Passarelli.
Baker just sitting in the hole there, collecting the ball off the back three, acting as a pivotal player.
Up to Svetlik. Turns it, drops it off. Getting in on the run.
Good ball in, and Chavez is onside.
Yep, Chavez cuts it back. Chavez turns, fires into the defender. There, off the back of Booth.
It's going to be a corner. Lions assistant referee on the near side indicates it's a corner. Good passage of play there by Chavez.
Second corner for the Menace here in the early going. No score. Ryan, they take the corner. Swing it in off the head and then cleared out there.
Cleared by Myers.
Yep.
Just launches the ball out for a throw-in.
I think Bakuna got the head on that, but went into the defender Myers and he cleared it out quickly. Bakuna with it. He'll send it in the middle. Head to Perea. Goes by Chavez.
Perea was just trying to thread it into Chavez's. Looking for Chavez off the ball. Chavez wanted it at feet. It just eluded Svelek.
DeBolt there. Drops him back. Go ahead. Dianca tries to get it away. He does. Wins the ball for the Menace. Back to Thomas inside. Chavez now taken away. Farkas. As Makuna's back defending. Well, I think if we'd had this pace in that first game, everybody would have dropped before the half was over.
Oh, they definitely would have. I mean, it's a lot cooler.
Yeah,
out
it
there.
is a lot cooler now.
Yeah,
the sundown and everything.
Definitely is. It is helping. You can tell the nerves are running, the adrenaline's going. There's, you know, it is at 100 miles an hour, which both teams pressing, trying to win the ball, create something out of it.
Goya Dianca trying to win it there, now taken back.
Good little 1-2 there.
Yep, looking for Acarando. Now they'll drop it back. Pannenberg. Chavez comes in to give him a little pressure. And the Menace win it, they do. Over to Thomas. Thomas up ahead. And
looking for Wiltshire.
Yeah, couldn't quite get it in there.
The left back had made a run across the field.
Now they throw it out. Here's the Menace. Thomas will throw it in. It's back there to Poncerelli. Trying to get it outside. Does to Thomas. Thomas takes it to the right side. Crosses it into the middle. Svetlik. And it just gets by the keeper the outside to the right.
That was a chance. A good piece of play by Goya Dianco actually to set him up. Svelik had loads of space there. He could have done better with that, to be honest with you. He wasn't closed down, and the ball just went past the far post. As this game goes on, you know, with the chances that have been missed here, there could be an opportunity. You know, Flint City just figuring out the Menace at this point. You know, a little bit like in the first game with Core Valley. You know, you just never know. It could be that one piece of play that the Menace need to be careful of, you know.
Right. Goyadianka sends it across the field. Svelik on the run, along with Chavez. And defenders turn it back there. Kuna defending. Over to Thomas. Thomas drops it back. Wide on the far side. Goyadianka over here with his hand up looking for it as they go left side. He's trying to control it and turn it. Working it.
Ball just getting stuck under Svelik's feet.
Yeah. Now they'll drop it back. Chavez gets it, flips it over, but it's to the keeper. Chavez.
The assistant referee had a flag up as well for offside.
Oh, okay. So even if he got to it. Back to Flint City. In the 16th minute, no score, but a lot of action back and forth here. Flint City looking up ahead to Macarando. Back across. And that one a little deep.
Looking for the diagonal ball there. Steinwasser never made the run. He held his line. Was an optimistic ball, though, to be honest with you.
Relax.
Here's the goal kick. Back to Bell. And he kind of slowly works his way up.
Urging his players to get forward.
Yeah, move up. Figure out where he wants to put it.
A little bit too much by Bell on that, looking for Thomas.
DeBolt kicks it over. We'll take it out wide. Both sides really pressuring all the time here. There's Flint City. Cross to Acarando. Over to Steinwasser. Farkas in there, tangled up. Both players go down that they play on.
Farkas is going to be a handful. He's always looking for the ball. He's aggressive. Looks like he's a fighter as well. It's a center back's nightmare dealing with a center forward like that.
Menace to throw it in. Get over here to Thomas once again. Where drops it out there. And Flint City steps in. Ooh, comes off back off Passarelli. Knocked down. Steinwasser. Outside right, looking inside to Farkas. Crossed.
Good save there.
Bell.
Bell just parries it away.
That'll be the first corner for Flint City.
Definitely a good chance there for Flint City. Good strike with the left foot.
Corner ready here.
Looks like it's going to be an outswinger. That's not 10 yards for sure.
Omar, or David Acarando ready to kick it, and Bell comes out there over the Flint City player, knocks it away.
Bell was just fouled as he went up to punch that corner away.
Come to Menace now. Trying to get it up there to Sweatlick, but Flint City drops it back. Now gets it. Oh, good, right by the defender. Outside to Thomas. Thomas looking into the middle. Defender steps in, knocks it away.
Bolt just getting ahead to that. Only to Thomas.
Farkas knocks it away. Passarelli gets back up. Over to Thomas.
Well, he's onside. Definitely, it was played onside.
Chavez! Oh, off the keeper.
Pannenberg with a great save, coming out, narrowing the angle. Chavez was played onside, that's for sure.
And he's down.
By the defender that actually tackled him there in the box. Made a great recovery run.
And Chavez still down.
Sinclair was the recovering defender. Played Chavez onside, came across and actually did really well to cut the angle off, but the keeper, Pannenberg, pulled off a great save.
Get up, Wool, gingerly on that right leg, Chavez.
Remember, Chavez has just come back from injury as well.
Yeah. Into Thomas. Lobbed it up over, and the keeper comes out, knocks it down, gets to it. As Baker tried to lob it up into the box.
Sinclair's got to stay in sync with the rest of his back line. Three of them can't step up, and he's lagging behind. He's got to stay connected.
Bell again telling everybody to move up. He gets ready to play it forward. Goya Dianco, but DeBolt comes over him and draws the foul. Now Goya Dianco, a little injured there.
And supposedly a head injury, so the referee wants Goya Dianco to be looked at by the trainer.
Free kick lobbed up over. Keeper comes out.
Pannenberg does well. Gets both fists to that ball to clear the lines.
Correa handles it there. Now back up. Chavez. Trying to work it by the defender. Chavez. Now back into the middle. Slide it in there looking for open man. Now back out to Thomas. And he got a little too much on that. I think he was looking for Chavez to run on.
And, you know, most of the goals that Menace have scored have come from wide areas. Deliveries from Thomas here on the right-hand side.
Pannenberg set to boot it out on the goal kick in the 25th minute. No score in the second semifinal. Winner advances Sunday to play Caw Valley. Baker back over. Like Thomas was going to start to make a run, but Passarelli decided no. So Kuna now drops it back. And knocked down.
There was a lovely run in behind there. Makuna never got that. Gould got his head to it. Menace could have been in trouble.
The Bolt over to McNitt. Flint City working on the right edge. They'll drop it back.
Archie Arandia from Spain. He's out on the far left here, calling for the ball. He's number 2 here for Flint City. Got loads of space.
Passarelli into Chavez and knocked around. Makuna will head it back to the keeper. Seventh minute. Things now slowing down a little bit because Bell is slowing the pace, just moving it up. Takes it up the left side. Headed up. They're running it down. And the defender comes in and clears it out. So
yeah, Sinclair just covering that, just kicks it out of bounds for a throw-in.
And now crossed and nobody there. As they set it up. For the goal kick. And I'd like to say welcome to all our viewers tonight in Flint and Genesee County, Michigan, especially those watching at Buffalo Wild Wings in Grand Blanc and Flint Township and at Soggy Bottom Bar in downtown Flint. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight here to CISN.TV.
Soggy Bottom Bar sounds pretty good right now, doesn't it, with all this heat?
I wonder if they could order us a cold one and some wings and have it delivered here.
That would be a great idea.
Might take a while, though. Well, back to Bell again. But he will ease the pace. And Chavez draws a bead on it. Thomas trying to get there. And nice job, the Bolt, to keep that in play. Take it away, and then a foul call on Svelik. So free kick for Flint. Carando goes back up.
He looks to combine Acarando going forward.
Svelik takes it out of there and sends it to cross. Menace under pressure, drop it.
Oh, giving it away.
Parkus sneaks through. And Bell had to come out and save that one.
What a chance that was.
Whoa.
Bell did really well to save it. Farkas, the Brazilian, showing a bit of skill, cutting in onto his left foot. good strike.
Between two defenders and almost get for a good save by Bell.
Bell
Put
pulled
Flint
that
up.
one out. The ball was given away. It was a turnover.
So Flint with their second corner here. They send Steinwasser over there. Angling in, and Bell punches it out.
Get it both.
And headed down, and the run is on. And Farkas ends up taking the Menace player down. And now it's through. Chavez again, breaking away. Chavez! Goal! Chavez on the breakaway.
What a fantastic ball played into the space in behind for Chavez, who caught the center back out of position, but closed down by Sinclair. Sinclair tried to narrow the angle for Chavez, and Chavez's right-footed strike going past Pannenberg into the far corner off the post and into the back of the net.
All right, let's see the replay here.
That was actually a quality finish by Chavez with a right foot across Pannenberg in the 30th minute of the match.
Well, they've been going up to Thomas, you know, sneaking it up there to him, and maybe the defenders had an eye on him as they got it into Chavez, and Chavez showed that speed.
Well, it looks like they're going to take a water break on that.
So we'll take a break here, too. In the 32nd minute, the Menace have just scored to take the lead here in this semifinal USL 2 League. We'll be back with more after this on CISN.TV.
Schottenkirk Waukee Chevy's Summer of Chevy Sell Down. Up to $11,000 off or 0% for 72 months on select new 19 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab LTs and RSTs. 0% for 84 months on select new 19 Silverado 1500 Double Cabs. Summer of Chevy Sell Down. Get more for your trade-in, Waukee. Up to $11,000 off 19 Silverado HDs. Schottenkirk Summer of Chevy Sell Down. Ends June 30th. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
Hi, Ron here, head coach of Westside Auto Pros. When your car's on the injured reserve, you want to get it back in the game as soon as possible. I know that. That's why you need to bring it here to Westside Auto Pros. I have a team of experts that can fix almost every automotive injury. Whether it's a fractured joint, a brake, or if your car just got its bell rung, no problem. We can even do a complete physical on your car to make sure it's game ready for the entire season. So bring your car to Westside Auto Pros and we'll get it back in the starting lineup in no time. Hey, you guys are dogging it back here. Let's move it, move it, move it.
Back here at Drake Stadium in Des Moines, in the USL League 2 semifinal, and the Menace have taken the lead here with the Chavez run out and scores. And just perfectly played there, Justin.
Yeah, it was. It was a counterattack. Played down the right-hand side, near side to us, and Chavez just managed to bend his run into the space and beat the offside trap. Sinclair tried to narrow the angle, though. Did a good job pushing him wide, but not wide enough. And it was just one of those unbelievable strikes with his right foot across Pannenberg's right-hand side. There was just nothing he could do about it, you know, off the far post and into the back of the net.
So the Menace go up here early on. This has been a back and forth attacking game, and Farkas almost gave Flint the lead there just before that as Bell came out and made a nice save on it, but Farkas got between two defenders.
You see, you have one chance on the other end that's foiled by Bell or Farkas.
Now take it away, and tried to lob it up outside too far.
A little bit too much on that. Idea was there from Chavez. But like I was saying, you know, that Farkas had that chance. The corner comes in, counter-attack, and then the Menace scored. But Bell pulled off a fantastic save, you know, to keep the Menace in the game. It could have been 1-0 to Flint City.
There's Pannenberg with the goal kick. Drives it deep, and McCuna first to it. And that'll go out to the Menace. Goya Dianca now. Up to Sweatlick. Still going. Up ahead to Thomas. Thomas across. Sweatlick. Oh, almost got a foot to sneak that in there. Back the other way. Goya Dianca knocks it down, but they'll turn it. Macarando. And Baker.
Wilshire was trying to slide that through. There were no runners off the ball.
Yeah, nobody came onto it. And there's a switch of momentum here to the Menace as they get the first goal. Let's see how Flint City weathers it here.
Kuna just gets his head to that. Flint City were looking to build through Ingram. Just sitting in front of the two center backs.
Now they'll get the throw in. Trying to go down the line. Take it away by the Menace. Still a battle for it out there. And still trying to get possession. Thomas. He turns. Farkas on him. Or no, excuse me, that was DeBolt against Thomas.
DeBolt working hard to try and win that ball back. Got a foot to it, leaning into. I mean, it was half and half of half a dozen of one, half a dozen of the other.
Yeah.
But Thomas goes to ground. The free kick's given. Some good work by DeBolt. Good left back.
Brea Poncerelli. Baker. Baker lobs it up ahead.
Looking for Chavez.
Turned and knocked out of there by Booth.
The big burly center back Booth.
Yeah.
Clearing the ball with his left foot.
Perea outside to Chavez. Chavez back to Perea. Perea sends it across, knocked down by the defender, but still alive. The Menace back to Perea. Into the middle. Oh, and Thomas whiffs off the post. Baker gets it back inside Perea. Back and goal.
No, over the bar.
Over. No. All right, goal kick.
Well, there was a great chance again there. I believe Baker hitting the post, but two opportunities there for the Menace. These are chances they need to finish as the game moves on. But they are allowed too much time and space. The runners aren't tracking back. They're not being closed down in the box. So as far as Flint City are concerned, there's way much time in the 18-yard, in the penalty area. They've got to close down. Can't allow that.
And when you get enough time to move it around and get a couple shots at it, then you know that
it's the late runners coming into the box that aren't being tracked back by the midfield. That looked like a foul to me by Makuna.
Yeah, it looked like he pushed him off and got the ball. There's Thomas.
I think it's just dealing with the runners from the midfield. I think that's where Flint City are struggling in those areas. They're not following players like Svelik and Baker and Perea who are making the runs forward.
Chavez sends it off the defender, goes out and throw in for the Menace. Just a Baker mishit there. Kuna staying up there. And Chavez was offside. He didn't want to touch that because he waited. So now there's Pannenberg. He'll slow the pace just a bit and then kick it up ahead. Goes out to Flint City. Menace will throw it in, but they are clearly pointing Flint City's way. There may be a chance for them to try to switch the momentum a little bit. It's all been kind of the Menace since that goal.
Yeah, the thing is the Menace aren't allowing it. They're pressing in numbers. They're working in numbers. You know, they don't really want to sit back and let Flint City come at them.
Menace now clear it out of there. Flint City trying to keep it alive. Shoot it up ahead, Acarondo.
Svelik goes down.
Yep.
Good tackle there by Ingram. Just managed to get his foot to the ball. Could have been a dangerous square ball there that could have been intercepted.
Booth sends it to the right side. And pressured again.
Chavez 1v1.
Chavez, yep. Oh, good tackle. Oh, and then they're calling the foul on that.
It's got to be a card then. I mean, if it's the last man, Booth brings him down. The referee gives a free kick. Has to be a card.
Yep, it is. Card on Booth.
It's hard to say from here. It looked like he won the ball and Chavez went over him.
Yeah. So the first yellow of the night to Booth in the 41st minute. And Chavez, who got dinged up earlier, still down. He scored the goal in the 30th minute.
Chavez coming back from injury, took a knock earlier on in the match. I think that's Mastrangelo, who's also a good burly number 9, warming up for the Menace. In case they have to take Chavez off, he is limping.
And
obviously he doesn't want to end the game now, especially after the start he's had and the goal he scored.
yeah, and then you do have halftime coming up pretty quick, so it's something he could walk off and stay. But
I mean, is this something they just see it out based on how much time's left? 3 minutes of regulation time, plus probably about 5 minutes.
meanwhile, the Menace will get a kick there. Just outside the circle. And that goes high.
Yeah, way too high. Looks like Chavez is going to try and come back into it. Limping and just see how long he can carry on for. Hopefully he can walk this off.
Make it to halftime maybe.
Yeah.
Get some more treatment or something. Pannenberg set to take the goal kick. Controlled by, was about to say controlled by the Menace. Now they do control it here finally. Gonka Dioya.
Square ball intercepted.
McNitt sends it out wide. Still working against the defender.
Steinwasser goes down, but he's up again.
There's it back up top. McNitt off the defender.
And the referee's given a penalty.
And
he looked like he turned his back, but
yeah,
his arm came out. It's hard to say from here. It was good passage of play by Steinwasser down on the left-hand side. He went to ground and then he got up. Laid the ball across the box.
Now he's going over to talk.
Bell getting involved there. He's trying to manipulate the referee. And he's made the decision. Because there's no VAR, so you can't really change it.
Well, he can change it till he blows the whistle to start it, but unless he gets overriding information from the AR, you know. But doesn't look like it.
No, I mean, as a shot went in, the defender turned his back and his arm must have come out. Must have caught his arm.
Bell up there. So this could tie it up. We're into extra time now. And now Bell's given a yellow.
Yeah, for delaying time.
Yeah.
Not good. Farkas up there with the penalty.
And he puts it in.
Just a little stutter as he comes up to take the penalty. Bell's irritated. Bell went to the right-hand side and Farkas just knocks it to the keeper's left. Just placed it with ease.
And that's the first goal that Bell has given up all season in league play. And we're tied 1-1.
Again, just on half time.
So, Flint City throw in. Brea up ahead. Goya Dianca sneaks it through there. Out to Thomas. 4 minutes of added time. We got to be almost 2 minutes into that by now.
Yeah. Well, 4 minutes, and then you think of the injuries, so they obviously haven't added on for the water breaks. It's probably the 4 minutes for the injuries.
Over to Thomas. Up ahead. Passarelli trying to run it down. It'll stay with the Menace. Passarelli sends it to the middle. Drop it back. Baker over.
Wilshire just underlapping on the inside.
Lob it over.
Free kick given to Flint City.
Yeah, bring it back to Flint City.
A leg tackle, I believe.
Battling around for it. Go to the Menace.
Pereira with the free kick.
Coming deep, and Kuda trying to get ahead on it. And that'll be the half. So a wild finish to the half.
Yeah, definitely.
Including a penalty kick that allows the Flint City to tie it up here at the half, 1-1 in this USL League 2 playoff Central Conference Semifinal. The winner advances to play Sunday against Kaw Valley. We'll take a break and come back with halftime after this on CISN.TV.
Hi, I'm Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and as winter finally lets go, I'm sure your thoughts are turning to outdoors just like mine. And we've got the furniture to make your spring and summer the best ever. We've got furniture from domestic manufacturers as well as imports, and I've got a lot of it in stock. We're showing 120 sets on the floor, the best we've ever had. Please come see us for your outdoor furniture needs at Fireplace Superstore. For great deals on great furniture, come to Fireplace Superstore.
Moms typically get to make a majority of the healthcare decisions for their family. That can be a lot of pressure, but not for me, because I know the choice is ours. For medical tests like MRIs, X-rays, CAT scans, and of course mammograms, ask your doctor to refer you to Iowa Radiology. They work around our hectic schedules, they're the best at what they do, and they're so great with my family. They truly care, and it shows. Visit iowaradiology.com or call to schedule an appointment. Iowa Radiology.
Why do I look for the seal? It's about trust. Whether I'm buying a car, hiring a contractor, finding a tax preparer, or an honest mechanic, the Better Business Bureau's seal means this business meets high standards. When I see the seal, I know I'll get what I pay for. No more taking chances and no more worries. And I feel good about supporting local businesses. My life is so much easier knowing I can always trust BBB accredited businesses. It pays to look for the seal. See for yourself at bbb.org/Iowa.
Back at Drake Stadium in Des Moines, it's the USL League 2 playoffs. Here, the semifinal. We're tied up at the half, 1-1, Des Moines and Flint City. And joining me is Dan Duggan, the Flint City. It's the GM, right?
Well, yeah, I'm the Bucks owner, but you can call me
you're the
GM.
owner. Okay.
I don't get paid that much.
Well, I didn't know we were talking with a top guy here.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, well, my first thing is you're farther north. Why didn't you bring a little of that cool air down with you when you came? Huh?
We are supposed to hit Sunday.
Oh,
we just
Sunday.
hope we're still around to play.
I see. You had it planned out that way. Huh? Well, tell us a little bit about this team. You've obviously had a pretty good season here so far, and just tell me a little bit about how the season developed for you.
Yeah, we've had a good season. It's been a long season for us as it is for you guys. We play a couple of other alternative tournaments. Won a national championship with the Steinbrecher Cup. We've got a Milk Cup, which we won in Michigan as well as co-champion. So we played about 22 games already this year. So it's been a lot of action, and as Des Moines' team has always been, it takes a good 40 guys to get the job done. So coming into the playoffs here, getting through this heat and getting through the next 2 to 3 weeks, if we win or you guys win, it's going to take everybody you got to get to that level.
To get it through, yeah.
Yep.
We could always tell that first game, Kaw Valley's, they wanted to slow it way down, where there's no slowing down in this first half between these two guys, or rather these two teams.
No, not at all. And, you were sitting in here, so you're a little bit hotter, but we watched the first game. It had to be 25 to 30 degrees hotter out there.
Yeah.
So both of those teams are trying to conserve some energy. And, we played Chicago 5 times this year. They're one of the top sides in all of USL. Great talent. And Kaw Valley did a really good job. But I think the elements really kind of weighed them all down, and it got to the end. Maybe it was a little bit of a watered-down game, but it was really good at the end.
Well, this is where you want to be at the half. 1-1, that penalty kick down there. I didn't see exactly what happened with that, but you're even up is where you want to be. Better than being down 1-0.
Well, I'm happy as heck because I can tell you from where I was sitting, I thought you guys were up 2-0. That looked like that second goal, the goal post, and then
at first too,
second one hit the. I guess it hit the football uprights, but in any event, look, it was an evenly played. You guys probably had a little bit better of the action there. We're happy to go in at halftime if there is a plan. The plan is let's stay close to you guys because you're one of the most talented organizations and a talented team. You're very deep. So I think the coaches in the locker room right now are pretty happy with where we are, and we'll see what we got in the second half.
Well, you've got a long history too, in the playoffs, and then you changed to Flint City from, what was it before?
We started out 24 years ago as the Mid-Michigan Bucks in Saginaw. Then we moved to the Michigan Bucks in 2003. So we've been in Pontiac the last 10 years, where we've had the fortunate opportunity to play you guys in the playoffs several times over the years. And then we moved to Flint City this year, and thank you for that segue, because I got to say thank you to the Flint Chamber of Commerce and the Genesee County Chamber of Commerce. Those people have been so phenomenal. We've averaged close to 3,000 fans a game up there in our first season. There's at least 4 watch parties that I know going on. There's 2 Buffalo Wild Wings, and there's the Soggy Bottom, which is where the River Rats, our supporters group, hangs out. So it is absolutely going crazy. They've adopted us, and they've done well, and they've supported us in the community and in the corporate sponsorship all year long.
Yeah, Justin was just saying Soggy Bottom. Now, that sounds like a place you can go get a good cold beer and enjoy.
Well, fortunately, this is my 6th trip to Des Moines in the playoffs, and I could name some places here that you would know, but I won't do that because I don't want to embarrass anybody. We all got our own little hole in the walls, but the Soggy Bottom is a classic bar, and it is the history of Flint, where the automobile started, and right on Saginaw Street in downtown Flint. And that's where the River Rats, our supporters group, started, and they're rocking for us right now.
All right, Dan. Well, this has been a great game to start with, and hopefully it finishes up good that way, and best of luck to you guys if you go on to win, and we'll see what happens. Who knows at this point? It's kind of up in the air.
You know, that's the way it always comes with these two teams, and a great shout-out to Kyle and his family. They've done a wonderful job here for the past 25 years. I wish we had another 20 ownership groups just like them. This place is a class act, always has been, and if I'm going to lose to anybody, I hope it's you guys, but I hope I never lose to anybody. Thanks for your time.
All right, Dan. Dan Duggan, the owner of Flint City here. We're getting ready to go down and take a look at the Jethro's contest here at the halftime. And the wing eating challenge here. And here we go with the wing challenge. Boy, be lucky you didn't do that in here. It's hard to get a word out of that guy, you know. Great guy.
They kept you busy. Great guy.
Yeah, obviously he's excited about the soccer and the ownership and the fans and everything, and that's great to see. And you can see that in the team on the field, too, the way they play against you.
You know, it means a lot, especially having the corporate sponsorships, the backing, the support. The Chamber of Commerce, like you mentioned, out of Flint City, I think they've got the whole city behind them. So, 3,000 fans, and it's like the support's there for Flint City Bucks.
And we see the Jethro's Wings eating contest here.
Hope they leave me some wings.
Yeah, I know. They whoops.
What happened there?
There we go. After we get done with this, we might need to put on a little weight from the wings.
I had some wings last night. Got back from Minneapolis and got myself an order of wings, went home and just devoured them.
How'd your trip to Chicago go?
Yeah, that was good, actually. That was a great event. It was hot, lots of soccer. Just tell you what, I was in bed super early after the weekend, getting back home on Sunday. It was definitely hot. I was in Minneapolis on Wednesday when I watched Aston Villa, Minnesota United. Great atmosphere, loved it. Just got back last night. So, yeah, just a bit of traveling. I'm obviously in town this weekend, so it's nice to be home before the season kicks off.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the first half, and got started with a Menace goal in the 31st minute here, and we'll give Ruben a chance to pull that up, and here we go. It was just a breakout.
Every month or so, there's another story in the media.
And Gerber Chavez gets behind the defender, comes in and across and off the pole, and it's in there for the first. And that's the second. Oh, okay, that was a penalty kick then on the second goal. That was with Farkas after the penalty down there in the box. Farkas sends it home, and that's where that was in the extra time, and that's where we're at right now, 1-1 at the half. So let's go into the locker rooms and first talk about these two coaches. What do you think they're saying now to the two sides?
I think Coach McGeever will be encouraging his team to keep pressing forward. Again, looking at the width to open up Flint City. However, the counterattack, Flint City look vulnerable at the back, and the Menace are a quality organization, got some quality players. And I think that would be the message, just to continue going. I think, conceding the penalty is just like a minor part of in the road works, as I'd say, just, because it was against the run of play. And I think Flint City, they're just going to be told to keep shape behind the ball. Look to counter-attack quickly, looking for Farkas up front. And I think, that's going to be the key. And just try and work over Menace turnovers or mistakes that the Menace might make, And I think that's what they're going to look to do.
So at halftime here, the early game went into double overtime, and that was a slugfest back and forth. Call Valley got a penalty kick just at the end in the extra time at the end of the first half. Then Chicago came back and scored in the 84th minute to tie it up. Then in overtime, the 15th minute, Call Valley got a goal. Then Chicago came back and got a goal in the second overtime with 3 minutes to play. And then in the second overtime, another penalty kick for Call Valley. And they put that away and end up winning 3-2 to knock off the higher seed Chicago there. And Call Valley advances to Sunday's matchup to play the winner of this one. So, and then again, that's going to be an interesting matchup, whoever comes out of this, because Call Valley, I'm assuming, again, is going to want to, control that pace and slow it down like we saw in that first game. Yeah, definitely. They're just excited that they won their match and they threw, and they can have a bit of downtime and get themselves recovered and prepare for Sunday. I think that's going to be important for them. I mean, like the coach Estevan said, this is their second season in the league, and for not bad at all. And what did he say? He drove about 3 million miles in all those games, driving to Thunder Bay, driving back and forth. And it's quite the season on the miles. It's paying off now. With players coming in and out of the organization. I mean, that's going to happen. So I mean, it's a lot of travel. It's just the demands of the league. Yeah, and especially when you're going into Canada and you got Thunder Bay and you got all those games that you have to play. It's a lot of football and a lot of traveling. Well, in a small time. And that's the one good thing about Des Moines. At least you're a little centrally located. To wherever you go, at least whether it's you go south to Kansas City or you go north to Thunder Bay. At least there's a little in between, and it's not quite as long a road trip. But correct. So a Menace coming out here, getting ready for the second half. Let's take a final break. We'll do that. We'll be back ready for the second half after this on CISN.TV.
Every month or so, there's another story in the media about when and how often we need to get our mammograms. Kind of confusing. When this happens, I like to consult with experts. So I called Iowa Radiology. They recommend women get an annual mammogram starting at age 40. They know that it's the best way to detect cancers early and save lives. And that's good enough for me. Visit iowaradiology.com or call to schedule your mammogram. Iowa Radiology, our focus is your good health.
MidAmerican Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Every month or so, there's another story in the media about when and how often we need to get our mammograms. Kind of confusing. When this happens, I like to consult with experts. So I called Iowa Radiology. They recommend women get an annual mammogram starting at age 40. They know that it's the best way to detect cancers early and save lives. And that's good enough for me. Visit iowaradiology.com or call to schedule your mammogram. Iowa Radiology, our focus is your good health.
Here at Drake Stadium in Des Moines, it's the USL League 2 playoffs, Central Conference playoffs, the second semifinal. We're a half away from deciding who's going to advance to the final on Sunday to face Caw Valley. Hopefully they can get it done in a half. Justin Vorster, I don't know. You never know the way it's going right now. And look like the Menace are rolling along. All of a sudden a penalty kick and Flint City ties it up.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a close match anyway at the end of the day. I don't think, either one of these teams can win it at this point. It's close. Although the Menace have, I would say, just had the edge, probably about 60-40 in the possession part of the game. But at the end of the day, possession doesn't say anything. It's who wins the game, puts the ball in the back of the net the most times. So.
Yeah, because we saw, that was the thing with Caw Valley. It looked like, Chicago had it all on their end, and all of a sudden they break out, then they get down there and get a penalty and get it in, and then they break out again, and they get a great play, and a guy who handles the ball and then sends it in, and, they got the lead. So it's one of those things. It's kind of like American football, too. Possession time means nothing. It's what you do. It's
percentages.
It's how you get on the board.
Percentages of the game and what you make out of it when you have the ball at the end of the day.
Ready to go here. Caw Valley in the white with the dark shorts, and the Menace in the red and black uniforms. New uniforms they unveiled this year. And ready to go. Second half action here in the semifinal. USL 2 League knocked down by the Menace. And
looks like the Menace have made a change. Mastrangelo looks like he's come on up front.
So he's come in for probably Chavez?
Yeah.
And
Chavez picked up a knock in the first half.
So substitution to start the second half for the Menace. And that is Mario Mastrangelo.
Mastrangelo's, it's a good substitution. Mm-hmm. He's a handful to deal with, that's for sure.
And there's a push and a foul called on Flint City. And be a free kick. Goya Dianca sets it up, and looks like Perea will take it here for the Menace. As we get underway and set it over. And now up high, looking for
Perea.
Perea coming back, and he gets it over the top of the net. So
that's off the training field. Perea playing a square ball across the field. Them making a run into the box for Svelek to play the diagonal ball to him. Actually, you could tell that was from the training field.
So trying to set that up, coming out with something a little different here. And this is the time you can't save anything here. You got to win and advance. So
all cards on the table, that's for sure.
And Bakuna comes up, heads it, and battle for it. Still fighting for it in there, and taken away by Flint City. They sent it up ahead. Going to run it down, keep it in the corner, and then battle for, taken away by the Menace.
Baker winning the ball. He did really well, composed under pressure.
Back up to Perea. Perea gets it back up. Goya Dianca keeps it alive there. Perea has it taken away by McNitt. And Acarando sends it back. And Sinclair. Now they'll switch fields over the far side. Up to the corner. And tried to send it in, but defender stepping up in there. Here come the Menace. Now working it up quickly. Lobbed, up over, looking for Perea, and just a little too much on that.
It's a good idea there, actually. Brian playing the ball forward. Mastrangelo's starting position wasn't side on. He was in a good position though, but just wasn't side on. He was in all sorts there, so he kind of lost his balance. But a lovely ball played in by Brian.
Flint City almost got it through the defense. Tackled, now back outside to Borchik. And the Menace trying to clear it out of there. Svetlik can't get to it. And knocked around. Taken back by Steinwasser. Tackled in a foul will be called on that tackle.
Foul on Steinwasser.
And I think it was Wiltshire, wasn't it? But this is starting out right like the first half started out,
Yeah,
back and forth. And
bit of pace to it.
so Flint City sets it up for the free kick. They get the wall set up.
30 yards out from goal.
And the Bolt lines it up. It's taken. And now cleared out. Svetlik.
Menace looking to clear their lines as they step up quickly.
And that'll go out to the Menace. Off the head of Sinclair. Now they lob it up ahead, offside. Flag goes up immediately on Nostrangello.
Nostrangello is a couple of yards offside.
Battle for it again, the Menace. Baker up there. Looked like he's going to settle it down now. Take it away, and then the foul called.
Steinwasser fouled again. Beck having a few words with the referee.
Set it up right about the half and put it in play. Flint City tied 1-1 here. Winner advances Sunday night at 5 o'clock to play Caw Valley. An overtime winner over Chicago in the first matchup. And up.
Good ball forward there for Brian.
Brian tried to get it through the defender, but the defender knocks it away. And the Menace throw it in. They'll send it across the field.
Wiltshire delivers in there for like Thomas.
Yeah.
Couldn't quite get a hold of it.
Flint City. Turn it. McNitt up there. Menace step in. Down the side, over.
Dangerous ball into the box.
And that'll go off for a corner.
Myers went down close to knee height to head that ball out. Quick corner.
Cleared out. And they'll send it back to Bell. Bell drives it deep.
Borzak up front there for Flint City. He's got a bit of pace. Gonna have to watch him.
You got Borchik and Farkas up there. Two of them. There's Borchik handling, going back at it. kept that alive. Into Farkas. Farkas
as well has got a bit of pace.
Yeah.
Dangerous movement.
But the defender made the play on it, and it'll be goal kick as Bell comes up and gives a few instructions. He's still not happy about giving up that goal, even though it was on a PK.
Yeah,
he's
he's not happy at all.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, they've made a substitution here. Flint City, it looks like Borzak's gone off.
And looks like
Number
16, which is Hami Nasser. Again for Flint City. Menace, Svetlik lobs it outside and cleared out of there. It'll be a corner for the Menace.
The pace up front for Flint City has caused problems for the Menace back line. You just got to watch out for it on the counter-attacks.
Here's crossing headed off the side.
And that's gone into the goal.
Or did it go in? It went in. Goal. Oh, goal, Menace. From the angle, I thought it went in the side, but it was in the goal.
That was a brilliant corner.
To the backside there.
Yep. So Brian with a right-footed in-swinger.
Yeah, let's see it here again. On the replay, Brian sends it in, and yeah, it headed it right in there. And the Menace go up.
But what a fantastic header on the far post. Powering header into the top corner. 2-1 to the Menace. The start they needed just over 10 minutes in the second half.
Up ahead, Svetlik, and the keeper comes out and smothers that. Mastrangelo with the goal. Knocked back to the corner. So keeping it alive. Flint City. Another Menace step in. Menace trying to counter back quickly the other way. And a push called. And I saw, I think it was Gerber Chavez coming over on crutches over there out of the locker room. He went out at the half. That one will go back to Flint City. So I don't see Mastrangelo on here with a goal. Didn't he have one the other night? Here comes Flint City. Trying to run it down, knocked out by the Menace. Farkas came over. Sinclair looking to throw it in, gets it to Farkas.
Both players going up there for the challenge, both missing it.
And it'll go to
Flint City.
Flint City, yeah. Both scrambling forward in the 59th minute here. Menace just won up 2-1 on the Mastrangelo goal off the corner. That one sent deep. Knocked down the Menace. Now they'll turn it and come up the sideline. And can't control it, and Svetlik not happy about it. And he'll get
Just
a warning.
that there's ball boys that get the ball back in quickly, even if you throw it away.
Yeah. Well, Flint City look at the throw in. Trying to play it out of there. Macarando. Go to the corner. Can they run it down? And that'll go back to the Menace. Let's head it out. Stay with the Menace.
Flint City will probably deciding on whether to push extra numbers forward or just hold out.
And it goes back to Flint City.
Maybe look for a set piece or something like that.
Menace battle for it. Get it out ahead. 2-on-3. They try to get it to the outside. Almost able to cut that back in. Mastrangelo. And it'll stay with the Menace. And again, we'll stay with the Menace.
Good tackle out there on the far side, far right-hand side.
Goya Dianco goes
By
down.
Booth.
Yep.
Booth on a yellow card as it is. Just might need to be a little bit careful. Doesn't want to do anything cynical that could get him sent off. So if they did happen to go through, he would miss the final.
Gotta run it down. Wiltshire. Puts it up ahead to Svetlik. Svetlik drops it off. Perea. Now back up. Defenders close though and take it away. Ingram.
Makuna. The challenge there again on Farkas.
Yep. Quickly up the side.
Brian showing some pace.
Brian into the middle. Oh. Goy Dianca couldn't quite handle that. Now the Menace. Drop it off. Send it across to Wiltshire. Brian. Rhea drops it. Now we'll lob it outside on the right side, and just a little too much.
Just eluded Thomas there as he went up for the header.
And you just got the feeling that the Menace got to be too careful about pushing up too much, because Flint City could break back quickly on them.
You can see probably around the 70th minute, they might be a little more cautious to shape up behind the ball.
Goes back to Flint City. again. Menace will throw it in. Knocked away by McNitt. Sent it up there. Farkas trying to run it down. Farkas wins it. Farkas. And Bell comes out.
Good save by Bell.
Knocks it away.
Makuno caught in possession there. Farkas's pace again causing some threats. Cuts inside. Bell did very well to save that shot.
So Farkas handles it, makes something happen there. And he's still down. I think just adjusting his shoe, looks like.
Yeah, it didn't look like he got injured off that strike.
Flint City getting ready for the throw. Headed around. Menace finally clear it.
There their lines. Perea just knocks the ball forward.
Now Pannenberg. Drop it back to him.
Menace pressing hard.
Yeah. Svetlik almost knocked it away there.
Ingram caught under pressure there by Svetlik. Nearly gave away a foul.
And back to Flint City. That'll stay with Flint City again. Into the 67th minute. Menace up 2-1. He scored first on a Chavez goal in the 31st minute. Farkas scored on a penalty kick in extra time, and then Mastrangelo in the 56th minute scored off a corner. And that's where we're at right now, 2-1 Menace.
See the subs warming up. Looks like Flint City are going to make a change. This could be an attacking change. 24 minutes left of the match.
Send it across to Sinclair. He's being harassed down there by the Menace. And does good to get it by.
He's done well to turn.
Still
Myers.
keep it alive. Now Svetlik comes in, but they called the foul.
Sinclair did really well there to win the free kick. Under tight pressure, managing to turn. Booth comes across, cover and just knocked the ball out for a throw-in.
Good job though by the Menace to step in there and force that.
It looks like Myers is going off. Sinclair, my apologies, is going off.
Sinclair goes out and looks like Damon Kamara. Damani Kamara.
So they've put on a, looks like a forward. So that's the change. They might have gone three at the back now. Change the shape up a bit. Yep. It's a tactical change here by Flint City, the Bucks.
It's actually going to have another change too.
Second change.
Be Luis Sola. Louis Sola.
Number 23.
Normally around the time where the Bucks start making a few changes too, isn't it? Or I mean, the
Yeah,
Menace.
normally around the 65th minute. No doubt they'll make some changes soon.
Ball free out there.
Hopefully to see out the game. I mean, that would be the key. Still a more of a defensive shape. Or, I mean, if things are going all right, why change it? Just some fresh legs to finish off the match would help.
Sent ahead by Myers. Now up ahead and knocked down by the defender.
Kamara cutting in the substitute.
Booth will run that down. And then a push over there. When you take the guy and shove him out of the way, that's pretty obvious.
It's an obvious foul, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Perea stands over and then walks away.
Well, he moved it ahead of yard, so the official said, no, move it back. He did that twice. The official would turn and then he'd move it ahead, and then the official would come out, no, move it back, so we're ready to go now, I guess. He's telling everybody to move back a little bit. High up over the top, low, couldn't quite get the head up there, and that is going to...
Slightly over it, overhead it, goes out for a throw-in.
Flint City down by the far corner. Throw it in. Menace attacking, trying to take it away.
Myers under pressure.
And they get the corner.
They win the corner. No, goal
No.
kick.
Okay. You saw the AR to the corner, but the referee was right there and said no, goal kick. Flint City sends it up. They turn it now. Up the middle. Up to Farkas. Farkas sends it across, knocked down, and now cleared out.
Farkas managed to find some space on the near side, right-hand side as the Menace looked to break.
Menace tried to go back. Svetlik. Back up to Svetlik. He loses his footing, trying to keep it in. And Goya Dianca just takes it out of there, and
That was a
misread.
did well to help Svetlik there to win the ball, but just a tired pass in the end. Looking for Mastrangelo.
Knocked down by Passarelli. Mastrangelo tried to get it and turn it. Nasser. Turn that, set it up. Now they'll drop it back to Bell.
Makuna managing to cover. Kamara lurking over the shoulder of Makuna.
Couldn't quite reel that in, Brian. Up ahead to Luis Solo. Back it up. Right into the gap there, no back. And Good slide tackle to take it out of there. Here come the Menace. Attacking back.
Good ball in.
Outside, Svelik drops it off. Oh, off the post. Mastrangelo.
Mastrangelo with a great chance there. Right footed strike off the post. Leg work done by Thomas on the right-hand side with a lovely delivery into Svelik, who just laid it into Mastrangelo. As the Menace look to make a substitution here by the looks of it.
Knocked down. Goya Dianca comes running in and blasts it out of there. Now back the other way. Flint City player falls down.
Late tackle there on Thomas.
And there's a yellow.
I think that was DeBolt. As both sides look to make a change here.
And Griffin DeBolt with the yellow.
So going for a water break.
Yep, they're going to take a break for water here. 76-minute Menace up 2-1 here against Flint. We'll take a break, come back after this on CISN.TV.
One 1% interest on your checking account is nice, but 5% is better. Boost checking from Dordt Federal Credit Union is better. Boost is a simple and convenient checking account that pays 5% APY on balances up to $10,000 when monthly requirements are met. You could earn up to $500 annually in dividends. No minimum balances, no monthly service, or per check fees. Start enjoying the better benefits of Boost checking from Dordt Federal Credit Union. Federally insured by NCUA.
Back at Drake Stadium in Des Moines, it's the USL League 2 playoffs here. We're in the second semifinal. Des Moines Menace, the home team, hosting Flint City. They're up 2-1 here as we're in a water break. And the Menace scored first in the 31st minute, Gerber Chavez. Then Farkas scored for Flint in a PK in extra time at the end of the first half. Then in the 56th-minute, Mastrangelo off a corner for the Menace to give them the lead here. And the winner would advance to Sunday to play at 5 o'clock against Kaw Valley. Dar Danielson, Justin Boyster on CISN.TV. And our entire crew, most camera guys are sweating it out, although Peter Tarpey said there's a little breeze on top of the press box, so maybe not quite as bad as it has been. But
that's where he's disappeared to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go catch a breeze up top there.
Yeah, when he finds the breeze, he leaves us, doesn't he? And that one goes out. But he did bring us cold water, so
good.
Gotta credit him with that.
It's a kind gesture, I must say.
Yes. Throw in comes in, and foul called on the Menace. And Flint City puts it in play right away. Rosala. And Goya Dianca steps in, gets it to Mastrangelo. Mastrangelo gets back to Goya Dianca, but stepping in.
He's looking for Svelik on the overlap to the left.
Yeah. Myers, though, stepped in
Myers did
defensively.
really well. Did very well to come in and cut off the pass. It was a little bit heavy from Mastrangelo.
Here's Svelik. He drops it back to Brian. Back over. They lob it outside. And that's Kosmala, isn't it, in on the break, water break, as they're knocked away. Mastrangelo again. Flint City throws it in, they'll get it back.
Kosmala came in, the holding midfield position for Baker.
The referee says play, and they do. Steven Kosmala now on for the Menace. Flint City.
Nasser, the sub, trying to combine out here.
Yeah. Nasser again. Right into the middle, but knocked away. And Kosmala gets tackled from behind. That'll be a yellow.
Yeah, definitely a yellow card
on Nasser. Second yellow on Flint City. DeBolt had the other one. Oh, and make that the third. Charlie Booth had one too, so.
Correct, yep.
Passarelli gets it started here. Up to Wiltshire. He goes up the side and it's knocked away. It'll stay with Flint City. 82nd minute here. Flint City trying to get something going to even this up.
Thomas looking to put pressure deep in Flint City's half.
Knocked away, it'll stay with Flint City. Kamara on that far side over there. And Sala, or looks like a Utambi is in. For Flint City, number 25. He's up front.
Yeah, it looks like Farkas ended up leaving the field for Tambi.
Back over and too much on it.
Yeah.
He's trying to get it across to Sala. Mastrangelo makes it up ahead now. Clearing out, there's Makuna. That'll go back to Flint City. Headed up. And a foul called. There'll be a yellow.
Just another late tackle. Is that on Thomas?
Yep, Thomas with the yellow. So that is second yellow. Bell had one right before the penalty kick. He was kind of stalling. So Walmer Martinez in now for the Menace.
Go ahead, Dianco has gone off. His replacement.
And Masangelo drops it back. Send it across. Menace take it outside now. And it'll stay with the Menace.
Menace will look to make another change. So he look to kill time now, coming into the last 5 minutes of the match.
Yes, Martinez coming in.
So player gone down for the Menace. The cramp is settling in, that's for sure.
'86 minute here. Menace up 2-1. And Wiltshire gets up.
So Wiltshire's going off.
Battle for to go to Flint City. So Martinez came in for him, I think.
Yeah, Martinez came in for Dianco.
No, he replaced Wiltshire. Did he? Oh. Okay. Well, I thought he came in earlier, but I think they... I don't know. Well we're playing Flint City on the move. Almost snuck it through there. And the Menace clear it back the other way. Masangelo.
Pennenberg holding a high line, manages to nod it away.
And knocked away again. Goes out.
The Menace will look to make another change. Svelek leaving the field.
I think it's Bolanos, isn't it?
Yeah, it could be Bolanos coming on, number 17.
Yep. Final 2 minutes of regulation here. Probably have 5 minutes added time.
Probably about 4 or 5.
Yeah.
With the substitutions.
Handball called on the Menace. Flint City trying to get it into play.
Good pressure there. And it's still pressing.
Another handball, yeah.
Brian pressing gives away a handball. Flint City looking to restart quickly. Pushing players forward now. They're even urging the keeper to go forward with a minute left. Maybe have the keeper take it.
Take the kick, yeah.
Push players forward. Launch one into the 18-yard box.
Here it comes.
Pushing and shoving in there, that's for sure.
Kosmala headed that out. The Menace looked to clear it back. Back up the other way. As we know from that first match, you can't ease up here in the final seconds if you have the lead.
No, it's until the final whistle.
Yeah, before you know it, the other team could turn and bite you with one. And that happened.
It's evident in the last semifinal.
And getting by is Kamara. Keeps it alive. Flint drops it back.
Lovely little combination there.
Back up ahead, and then they sent it out.
Final ball by Sola, just going out. Another Menace player down.
Yeah.
We're in the 90th minute. That's
Thomas, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks like Thomas is down.
He's coming off.
They don't have a substitute up there. I think they'll probably like to get Thomas back into the game.
Flint City tries to turn it quick.
The shirt was pulled there. I'm surprised the referee didn't give a penalty. It looked like it was in the box as well. Yes, it was.
Was it?
His shirt was pulled and he didn't give it. That would have been a very tight decision. But it definitely, his shirt was pulled. It did look like that could have been a penalty for sure. 5 minutes of added time.
They throw it in, and ricochets off. Menace player out. Drop it back to the keeper, who's all the way up at the half line.
Flint City launch another one in.
High. Bell comes out of there. The ball's free. Goal!
And Bell has made a mistake. He's dropped the ball. That's allowed now. With all the substitutions that have been made, have allowed Flint City back into the game.
Myers, I think, got the goal there. Let's see. In extra time. Let's see the replay here.
Well, it looks like we could be going to extra time here.
See the replay. It comes in. Well, we didn't get it there. Didn't get that one. So, but yeah, Bell dropped it, and then Myers right there to clean it up. And
scoring in third minute of injury time. That could take this to extra time, an extra 30 minutes.
Yeah, what did I just say about not letting up here? I might have jinxed the thing here.
The Menace have made some changes as well. They've got some fresh legs into the game.
Bell booms it up. We're going to turn it. Correa now over and tries to keep it going.
I just went out for a goal kick.
Bodies falling everywhere. And the referee says play. You got to credit Flint that strategy, get everybody down there and boom it in and hope something happens, and it did.
Well, those are the chances you take.
Yeah. Go out to Flint City.
Thrown on the far side.
And that is it. The extra time. So guess what? We got overtime again here.
Second overtime of the night.
Yep.
Another 30 minutes.
No golden goal, 2 15-minute overtimes. We'll take a break. Come back with the overtime after this on CISN.TV.
Schottenkirk Waukee Chevy's Summer of Chevy Sell Down. Up to $11,000 off for 0% for 72 months on select new 19 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab LTs and RSTs. 0% for 84 months on select new 19 Silverado 1500 Double Cabs. Summer of Chevy Sell Down. Get more for your trade-in, Waukee. Up to $11,000 off 19 Silverado HDs. Schottenkirk Summer of Chevy Sell Down. Ends June 30th. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
Hi, Ron here, head coach of Westside Auto Pros. When your car's on the injured reserve, you want to get it back in the game as soon as possible. I know that. That's why you need to bring it here to Westside Auto Pros. I have a team of experts that can fix almost every automotive injury. Whether it's a fractured joint, a brake, or if your car just got its bell rung, no problem. We can even do a complete physical on your car to make sure it's game ready for the entire season. So bring your car to Westside Auto Pros and we'll get it back in the starting lineup in no time. Hey, you guys are dogging it back here. Let's move it, move it, move it.
Moms typically get to make a majority of the healthcare decisions for their family. That can be a lot of pressure, but not for me, because I know the choice is ours. For medical tests like MRIs, X-rays, CAT scans, and of course mammograms, ask your doctor to refer you to Iowa Radiology. They work around our hectic schedules, they're the best at what they do, and they're so great with my family. They truly care, and it shows. Visit iowaradiology.com or call to schedule an appointment. Iowa Radiology. Our focus is your good health.
Here's to everyone who believes in competition and good sportsmanship, who knows it's not about the trophies or the medals, but rather the lessons learned. For those who understand, it's not whether you win or lose, just that you give your best. So go ahead, lace them up, take the field, have fun, and play. For the experience, for the memories, for the love of the game. Shields.
Hi, I'm Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and as winter finally lets go, I'm sure your thoughts are turning to outdoors just like mine. And we've got the furniture to make your spring and summer the best ever. We've got furniture from domestic manufacturers as well as imports, and I've got a lot of it in stock. We're showing 120 sets on the floor, the best we've ever had. Please come see us for your outdoor furniture needs at Fireplace Superstore. For great deals on great furniture, come to Fireplace Superstore.
Back here at Drake Stadium in Des Moines, Dar Danielson, Justin Boyster. We go to overtime as Flint City gets a goal in the extra time at the end of regulation and ties this up. And another development here is Des Moines has a city ordinance that after 11 o'clock, no musical instruments, and the PA announcer can't make any announcements. And that didn't go over well when they announced that to the Red Army there, Justin.
Yeah. Well, can you imagine if there's 40,000 of them here? You think they're going to listen?
Yeah. But we probably rarely have a sporting event that goes past 11. But anyway.
No, that's true.
So.
True.
Once again, thanks to those watching in Flint and Genesee County, Michigan tonight. Appreciate you watching in here as this one's going to overtime. And, well, you figured it as much with the way these two teams are going back and forth. And you can't let up a second because Flint City took advantage of it.
Yeah, they did. And, I mean, they pushed players forward. It was just against the run of play. It was a goalkeeping error by Bell. Didn't manage to hold on to the ball. Myers pounced onto it and just slotted the ball in the back of the net. I mean, those are the chances. Those are moments in the game.
Yeah.
Those are game changers.
The first 2 goals given up in the league by Bell this year.
Yep.
Coming here in the playoffs. And, again, I know they had a Buffalo Wild Wings party watch in Grand Blanc in Flint Township and the Soggy Bottom Bar in downtown Flint are watching tonight. Hopefully they're still with us. I don't imagine they turned it out and went to bed with it going to overtime.
They're still with us. Don't forget they're an hour ahead as well. So you're
that's right.
Past midnight there.
Back underway. The Menace in the black and red, Flint in the white and blue. And we're into our second overtime here. Caw Valley won in overtime in the first semifinal. The winner advances to play Caw Valley on Sunday at 5. And so what are we on? Time and a half for now the overtime, or is that the way it works? And Menace throw it in. And now back to Menace. We want to rethrow that.
Tell you what, while Caw Valley players are resting, well, you never know. They might be out celebrating and this game's still going on. You'll think that they'll get the rest as Brian looks to break forward.
To the middle. And just up over and wide.
Martinez.
Yep, Martinez. And Pennenberg will set it up to boot it out of here. And now back to the Menace. As you mentioned earlier, you play the 2 15-minute overtimes. There isn't a golden goal here, so even if you score, you got to play that out.
Yeah, you got to play the full 30 minutes.
And drop back there, now back over to Brian. Brian to Cosmala. Or Perea, excuse me.
Perea.
And up the sideline for Cosmala. Can he run it down? Battles for it and cannot get it. Play it in. Slots it inside and knocked around. Still alive. Oh, off the top of the crossbar.
Just off the crossbar there. Good effort. Came out of nothing, though. Very good effort. And that was Mastrangelo again.
Mm-hmm.
He's lurking around the box, looking dangerous. That was a chance.
And he had gotten what had been the go-ahead goal in the 56th minute before Myers got the goal in extra time for Flint. tie it up again. Comes out long, knocked around. Menace come away with it. Sending out wide to Bryan. Bryan trying to sneak it up in the middle. Knocked away. This goes out.
Nasser with the throw.
Nasser, who came on into the game here, second half. Brea looking for Mastingello, but knocked away.
A bit of skill there by Ingram is now finally brought down by Makuna, who's going to go in the book.
So Makuna gets a yellow. So free kick for Flint City. Straight out from the goal, but out a ways. A chance again to lob it in there and see if something can happen. Send it.
That was a good idea.
Right through there. We're going to try to send it a little wide.
Tell you what, if that worked, it would have been brilliant.
Bryan inside. Turns it and knocked away.
Late foot there by Kosmala. He's going to get a. That's a red card. He's gone.
Nice done, Kosmala.
Yep. Put his foot out. He did that. Stood on his back. Straight red.
So Kosmala is gone.
Substitute. This will definitely adjust how the Menace will play now. They might have to slot into a 4-4-1.
The Menace will be man down.
The foot in the back on Tembe.
And sorting everything out. Here's the free kick. Right in toward the middle, takes a high bounce there and able to get a play on it.
Bicycle kick there
Yeah.
by Kamara.
Kamara, yeah.
Bell picked it up easily.
But that high bounce almost turned into something for Flint City. And the Menace will get a throw here. Bryan. Gets it in, gets it back. Sends it to the middle. Perea. And that will go back to Flint City. Bucks bring it in. Send it to this side.
Menace are going to have to do some work now with the player down. It's an advantage for the Bucks now to push an extra player forward. Try and win this game in regulation time.
Up over the top. A little short. Now back And out. It'll be a throw for the Menace. Kosmala sent off with a red card for the Menace. And now back the other way. Got the full moon out over the Drake Field House over there.
Yeah, it looks lovely, doesn't it?
Tomorrow,
Clear skies.
Tomorrow, the 50th anniversary of the moon landing.
How old were you for that, Dar? Were
Well,
you just a wee lad at the time?
I watched it on the black and white TV at our neighbors, I will tell you that much.
I don't know if I was born yet.
You haven't hit the 50 mark yet, huh?
Not yet. I was just a thought at the time.
Drop back. And shot in. Knocked down by Bell.
There's a good shot, good strike.
Good
Bell's
hard one.
Hit Bell in the chest.
Now he'll pick it up. Bell drives it deep. And Kosmala, or no, Mustard Jello comes away with it out of there and almost made something out of that.
Looking to get Bolanos involved on the right. He's cut away by the defender. Good piece of defending for a corner.
Well, the first corner here in the overtime for the Menace. Swinging in, headed back by Flint City. And good job there by Kamara to force some pressure. So the Menace sent it out back to Flint City. Markovic drives it up and out. Battle for it down there and come away. Booth will send it back to the keeper.
Takes it out wide to the near side to Myers, looking for Ingram. Done a sterling job in the holding midfield role for Flint City. Momentum will change a little bit. The Menace down to 10 players.
Into the middle, try to lob it up in there. Bell picks it up. Bell sends it deep. Final 2 minutes of the first overtime. Brian comes up ahead. Brian keeps it alive. Now take it away from Masangelo. And he is offsides by 5 yards.
Kamara, yeah, he went, no, not Kamara, but he went too early. I think that's Tembi.
Tembe way off as we're into the final, almost the final minute here of overtime. With the man down now, the strategy to try to play the penalties, or?
Yeah, I think they'll still try and win it, but you can tell defensively they'll go into a 4-4-1 shape. Flint City have some quality, so they don't want to let up and allow them to get behind the ball in between the lines. I think that could be quite dangerous. They need to just secure things now, the Menace. You know, playing at home, yeah, you want to win it in regulation time, but if it means going to penalties, then...
Foul by the Menace. It'll be free kick for Flint City, and seems like everybody that goes down now a little longer getting up. It's been a long day.
Long day, long night, that's for sure.
Back in now. Oh, tried to sneak it outside, but knocked away. They'll bring it back this way.
You know, 15 minutes. Depends now what the referee wants to add on. Is great ball.
Yep,
just
up
threads
ahead.
through.
Into the middle, knocked away.
Solo
Myers
coming onto it.
Back the other way. Mastrangelo. And
but it was the initial first foul on Mastrangelo, who fouled, I think it was Sola.
As Martinez stays down, now gets up for the Menace. And free kick coming for Flint City in extra time here. Lob it up.
Just redirect it back to the goalkeeper.
Booming boot by Bell. Martinez knocked it down, but Flint City comes up with it.
Menace pressing high up the field there.
Nice tackle. Sends it up ahead. Mastrangelo turns it, but swept out of there by the defender.
Burst of pace there.
Myers. Back in. Over the head.
Ryan covering, did well. Up against Tembe.
And there's a foul on Flint, and looks like that'll bring the card out for Mokovic. So free kick for the Menace.
We didn't really hear how much extra time they were going to play.
No, they never did say. Usually they call it up. Perea lobs it up there, and that'll be a corner.
Half time?
But
I think he blew for half time. Yes, he did.
Yep. He called for the break between the two periods here. So after one overtime, we're still knotted at 2. Des Moines and Flint City here. We'll take a break and come back with the second overtime after this on CISN.TV.
Moms typically get to make a majority of the healthcare decisions for their family. That can be a lot of pressure, but not for me, because I know the choice is ours. For medical tests like MRIs, X-rays, CAT scans, and of course mammograms, ask your doctor to refer you to Iowa Radiology. They work around our hectic schedules, they're the best at what they do, and they're so great with my family. They truly care, and it shows. Visit iowaradiology.com or call to schedule an appointment. Iowa Radiology.
Why do I look for the seal? It's about trust. Whether I'm buying a car, hiring a contractor, finding a tax preparer, or an honest mechanic, the Better Business Bureau's seal means this business meets high standards. When I see the seal, I know I'll get what I pay for. No more taking chances and no more worries. And I feel good about supporting local businesses. My life is so much easier knowing I can always trust BBB accredited businesses. It pays to look for the seal. See for yourself at bbb.org/Iowa.
Every month or so, there's another story in the media about when and how often we need to get our mammograms. Kind of confusing. When this happens, I like to consult with experts. So I called Iowa Radiology. They recommend women get an annual mammogram starting at age 40. They know that it's the best way to detect cancers early and save lives. And that's good enough for me. Visit iowaradiology.com or call to schedule your mammogram. Iowa Radiology. Our focus is your
Boost Checking from Dordt Federal Credit Union is a convenient checking account that pays 5% APY on balances up to $10,000. You could earn up to $500 annually in dividends. No minimum balances or monthly fees. Enjoy the better benefits of Boost Checking, insured by NCUA. 1% interest on your checking account is nice, but 5% is better. Boost Checking from Dordt Federal Credit Union is better. Boost is a simple and convenient checking account that pays 5% APY on balances up to $10,000 when monthly requirements are met. You could earn up to $500 annually in dividends. No minimum balances, no monthly service, or per check fees. Start enjoying the better benefits of Boost Checking from Dordt Federal Credit Union. Federally insured by NCUA.
Back at Drake Stadium in Des Moines, USL League 2 playoffs, the Central Conference playoffs, and the second straight semifinal going to double overtime. Call Valley 1 and 2 overtimes to advance Sunday. Des Moines and Flint City still slugging it out here to see who goes on to meet Caw Valley in the matchup. Dar Danielson, Justin Vorster, thanks for staying with us here tonight. As another 15 minutes on the clock. Menace playing down a man after Kosmala was sent off with a red card for a foul. And they were able to finish out that first overtime. We'll see what they do here in the second. As we get ready to kick it off. The Menace will be in the red and black again on your left side of the screen. The Flint City in the white, the blue shorts.
It'll be interesting to see how the second half goes, that's for sure. The Menace down to 10 players. What decisions Flint might make. Flint City to press forward, take advantage of this situation.
And we're down to 88 degrees now. Only feels like 95. So it was heat index 103 when we started this afternoon.
Still feels the same, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. In here anyway. Flint City starts out with it. Looking to build it up here. Send it across to Acarando. Handled by Nasser. He sends it outside. Looking up in the middle and goes wide.
Touching on the turn. It was a quick turn as well. But the shot was way wide. Didn't really cause Bell any problems.
shot set to go. Moves it deep up ahead. Now Flint City was trying to counter back quickly, but the Menace step in. Up the left sideline. Got Mastrangelo up there. Mastrangelo, can he get to it?
And he does.
Goal! Goal!
What a goal. Mastrangelo with a fantastic run. Brilliant run, just got on the outside of the defender. I must say, Pereira's ball was absolutely fantastic. But what a finish for sure. 10 men, Des Moines Menace go 3-2 up. Second half of extra time in the first 2 minutes.
All right, let's take a look at the replay here. You see it, here it comes up. Gets by and threw the keeper into the right corner there. And the Menace up 3-1.
But I tell you what, there were some players that went off injured with cramp and that, but I've never seen so many subs run as fast as they did down the sideline.
Yeah.
So obviously they seemed all right to me.
Wow. A goal always gives you that extra burst of adrenaline,
I know,
even if you're on the sideline.
The adrenaline rush, that's for sure.
So now Flint City, they've battled back every time they've gone down. The Menace have gone up. Now this is the third time, and the Flint City has battled back each time. So let's see what happens here. As Menace still playing the man down. That one booted high and out. Navarro ready to throw it in.
Flint City looking to push forward now. Menace have everyone back behind the ball virtually. Definitely a deflection there of Martinez goes out for a corner.
So the first corner here in the second overtime. And Bell's not happy about something going on in there, and there's kick coming in, knocked around and out.
Couldn't see it. It was kicked out for another corner. So many numbers in there. Flint City virtually have nearly everybody in the box.
And they got their keeper on this side of the half too.
Yeah.
Here it comes again, swinging in.
It's cleared away by Pereira, it looked like.
Bell was trying to come over, but he couldn't even get through his own players. Dropped up ahead, now back in toward the middle, but knocked out of there by the Menace. Taken back by Flint City.
Flint City have some numbers on the far post.
Ingram sends it over to the right. And then
that's gone.
Yep, tried to get a boot on it, but a little too much.
Menace will look to take their time here with the restart.
5 minutes into the second 15-minute overtime.
Menace looking to make a change. So that's Mobley that's in. The right back coming to shape up. 4-4-1. And Myers just Manages to get the ball out wide.
Up ahead and good attempt there.
Ball goes to ground. Close to 8 minutes left in second half of extra time.
Back over, Flint City trying to run it down. Kamara. That goes to the Menace. Knocked out, he'll stay with the Menace. Take their time again throwing it in.
Mobley with the throw.
Just trying to keep it alive.
There's a good tackle there. A foul off the ball. It's going to be another card. Passarelli.
Yep, Passarelli gets it.
Going to be late. Careful with these late tackles. Can't afford to have another player sent off now with the number of players on Makuna, Thomas, Passarelli, all on yellow cards at this point.
Flint City. Sends it back across. And cleared away.
Yeah, Mobley the sub, coming at right back.
Bentley was trying to work it in there. Back up. Menace pushing back the other way.
Martinez
sends it outside and right to the keeper. Solo with it, sends it over. Now gets it back. Up ahead. Battle for it and a foul called.
Got to be a little more disciplined in those areas of the field. Can't give away free kicks like that. Just jockey him, keep him facing his own goal. He wasn't going anywhere.
Flint City setting up for the free kick. Sala ready to take it. Sends it in, headed back. Scrambling away there.
It's given a corner, yes.
Yep, corner kick for Flint City.
It was close.
Here's the kick, swinging out, headed off a Menace defender. Well, back.
Even Pennenberg was up there for the corner.
Cleared out. Bentley gets it in but knocked away. And the Menace will just send it out deep. Five minutes to play here in the second overtime. Flint City needing a goal to even it up. Had their backs to the wall a couple times here in this match and have come back and tied it. Left side.
Ingram trying to find a way through. It's just clogged with red and black there. It's making it really, really difficult.
Menace turn.
It's probably when you need to go to the corner flag and kill some time.
Which he's now trying to do.
Partida.
Partida, yep. Taken away. Partita takes a shot and knocked down by the keeper.
This game's opening up here. There's going to be holes now in space.
Knocked down by the Menace again.
This is where they need to keep the ball now. Don't get too excited. Perea, diagonal. Still trying to kill time.
Flint City. Bentley will get it, throw it in. Vandenberg kicks it up ahead, missed by Perea. Back the other way, Flint City. 3 minutes to play, second overtime. Throw in, battle for it, and it'll be goal kick. Chance for Bell now to take a little time off. Bell drives it deep. And a foul called on Flint City.
Pushing the back by Mukovic.
2 minutes. So he gets set up. Lob it back.
And they'll look to go to the corner flag.
Yep, take it
where
to the corner
they
there.
need to be smart, yeah.
And
it's not being smart.
Well, gives it back to Flint City. A minute and a half. And the second overtime, plus whatever added they put on.
Looks like Martinez. Those two Menace players going into each other anyway.
They go up outside, but knocked down by the Menace.
Mobley just getting his right foot to it.
Back up.
Take it to the corner flag. With time, we got
Perdita sends it across. Now chips it over there. And
close down.
Flint City finally tries to send it out.
Coming up to the end of regulation time and overtime.
We'll see what they add on here. Take it away by the Menace.
Thomas on the ball. There you go. That's smart
Yeah.
thinking now. Just take it to the corner flag and kill time. Wins the throw in.
Wins the throw in. Try to drop it back. Ingram sends it up ahead. Oh, in the goal!
Can you believe
that?
that?
Oh, my goodness.
Can you?
In the goal.
Can you believe that?
Holy cow.
Injury time again, and Flint City have just equalized. Unbelievable.
Looked like he just flicked it up there, and he takes it up and into the goal.
Bell caught off his line, and he just lobbed him. There'll be a yellow card, though, for taking the shirt off. A couple of players, actually, and the bench running onto the field.
Let's see the replay here. There it comes. You see the end as it goes up over the keeper. There.
Yellow cards for the players that ran on the field, and then obviously for those that took their shirts off on the field. Can you believe this, Dar? What an ending.
Holy cow.
It looks like we're going to go to penalties, I believe. Unless there's a miracle at the end of this.
And that was... who's 10?
Well, there you have it. It looks like we're going to penalties.
Jeez. Yep. So, wow. Flint City strikes back again. And
I think it's the north goal, but I'm not positive.
let's do this. We'll take a break. We'll come back with the penalty kicks to decide this after this on CISN.TV.
One 1% interest on your checking account is nice, but 5% is better. Boost checking from Dort Federal Credit Union is better. Boost is a simple and convenient checking account that pays 5% APY on balances up to $10,000 when monthly requirements are met. You could earn up to $500 annually in dividends. No minimum balances, no monthly service, or per check fees. Start enjoying the better benefits of Boost checking from Dort Federal Credit Union. Federally insured by NCUA. Boost checking from Dort Federal Credit Union is a convenient checking account that pays 5% APY on balances up to $10,000. You could earn up to $500 annually in dividends. No minimum balances or monthly fees. Enjoy the better benefits of Boost checking, insured by
Schottenkirk Waukee Chevy's Summer of Chevy Sell Down. Up to $11,000 off or 0% for 72 months on select new 19 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab LTs and RSTs. 0% for 84 months on select new 19 Silverado 1500 Double Cabs. Summer of Chevy Sell Down. Get more for your trade-in, Waukee. Up to $11,000 off 19 Silverado HDs. Schottenkirk Summer of Chevy Sell Down. Ends June 30th. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
We are back at Drake Stadium. USL League 2 playoff, Central Conference Semifinal, and guess what? Double overtime now into the shootout here as Flint City comes back, gets the goal in extra time of the second overtime and ties it up. And I'm still trying to figure out exactly who it was. They had number 10, but that's not listed on the official roster they give us. So we'll have to figure that out of who it was that scored the goal.
It was a cracking goal, though, on the right-hand side. Val was caught off his line, half and half, no man's land. It was a fantastic finish into the bottom opposite corner. So, you know, here we go. We've got penalties. Each team gets 5 penalty kicks. So this is it. This is what it's come down to.
Then you got to wonder a little bit about Bell's psyche, giving up, hasn't given up a goal in league play until now, giving up 3. And the one down there where he dropped the ball, and so we'll see what happens here.
Yeah, he's at fault for both. But
it could be one of those things where you step up and, make the play and advance your teams to the semifinals. The Call Valley waiting still.
Patiently. Got till Sunday.
Yeah, that's the one thing. They both have they both have a day rest. Now, the Menace a few more hours less recovery time. I don't know if it'll make that much of a difference, but we will see. So five shots here to see who can come out on top.
And don't forget, the Menace lost earlier on in the season at the US Open Cup against St. Louis Lions on a penalty shootout.
Penalty shootout, yep.
There might be a psychological factor here.
But, then credit them. They played with 10 men through most of the overtime, and kept it close. But just one breakaway is all it takes. And Flint City got it and came right back. And now their officials are talking to the keepers down there. And I think they flip to see who shoots first, don't they?
Yeah, I think they would have done that already. They should have, though. I don't know.
It looks like it'll be
probably talking to the goalkeepers about staying on the line.
Staying on the line, you can't come out. You can go side to side, but you can't come out. And
looks like Flint City are first.
Okay. Well, I thought. So Damani Kamara going down. Will he be the first?
Yeah, looks like it.
Flint City. This keeper comes out. Pannenberg gives him a pat on the back. And Bell set to go here. The keeper for the Menace. There's the whistle. And he slides it right into the left.
Kamara turns around the bell, has a little bit of a chirp.
And makes it 1-0 with Perea coming up for the Menace.
Bit of psychology going on here. Pannenberg giving him Perea the eye.
And Perea set. The whistle. And
Goal.
gets him going left and shoots it right.
Well taken free kick. Penalty, actually. Just slots it to the keeper's left-hand side as he goes the opposite way.
1-1. So that brings up the man who scored the tying goal here. Bell's in place. There's the whistle. And he gets it up into the left corner.
Well taken penalty. Bell dived the right way. There was enough power on it, that's for sure.
Thomas up next for the Menace. Pannenberg set for Flint City. Thomas goes right to work off the right post.
Keeper went the opposite way. Thomas struck it well, opened up, hit the post. 2-1 Flint City.
And the next shooter coming up. Is Luis Sala. Menace need Bell to guess right or a miss hit here. There's the whistle. And right into the right side.
Solo again goes the opposite way to Bell. Well taken penalty. 3-1. 3 for 3. The Menace third penalty coming up now.
And it'll be Brian.
Brian's had a good game.
Was it set? There's the whistle. Right through.
Lovely penalty across his body. Right foot, bottom corner. Goalkeeper guessed right. Pannenberg.
3-2 here.
Fourth penalty coming up.
With Nasser. Shoot for Flint City. Bell dancing around there.
Bell
and he blocks it. He blocks it. We're even up.
Great save there by Bell.
Or I should say.
Guessed the right way on Nasser. Nasser going across his body with the right foot.
I should say we have a chance to even it up here because the Menace come up now.
Yep, chance to get back in the game now.
With
just Bakuna.
Yeah, Bakuna. Must make here.
Fourth penalty for the Menace.
Whistle.
And
oh,
save.
And it's blocked.
Guess right there by Pannenberg to the right again. Bakuna going across his body, opting for that.
So this will be for the match here. If he slots it home, it's over.
This to win it for Flint City.
Justin Ingram. There's the whistle. And it's good. Flint City will advance.
And Ingram just slots that across his body into the roof of the net.
Flint City comes back.
Bell dives to his left.
And Bell collapses there in the goal. Only 3 goals he's given up in league play come tonight. And the regular season league champions will not advance. It'll be Caw Valley, Flint City, Sunday at 5. As Flint City comes back ties it up in extra time with the overtime and then wins it the shootout 4-2 over the Des Moines Menace.
Well, at the end of the day, to be the best, you have to beat the best.
Mm-hmm.
Flint City came out today. They put on a fight. Menace played well. I mean, both teams went to end. I mean, it was Menace's game in the end, and
there was
just a bit of game management has cost them in the end.
Yep.
But that's how the game goes.
Just we talked about it. There wasn't much margin for error because both these teams going right at it from the start, and ends up Flint City comes out at top and handshakes out there at midfield, as they both know it was a hard-fought game. And a great season for the Menace ends up here in the semifinals. And let's take a break. We'll do that. Come back and wrap it up here. Flint City wins it in a shootout over the Des Moines Menace on CISN.TV.
Here's to everyone who believes in competition and good sportsmanship, who knows it's not about the trophies or the medals, but rather the lessons learned. For those who understand, it's not whether you win or lose, just that you give your best. So go ahead, lace them up, take the field, have fun, and play. For the experience, for the memories, for the love of the game. Shields.
MidAmerican Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
At Drake Stadium, the final is now set on Sunday. It'll be Call Valley facing Flint City here as Flint City downs the Des Moines Menace in shootout 4-2 after it was tied 3-3 after double overtime. Flint City, well, the Menace scored first, and then Flint City came back in extra time at the end of the first half and tied it up. Then in the 56th minute, the Menace went ahead. Mastrangelli off a corner kick. Then Flint City tied it up again. Then Mastrangelli got the goal in overtime, and then late in extra time in the second overtime, Flint City ties it up again, and then they go on to win the shootout. And you said it, Justin, just a few things here or there, and ended up Flint City took advantage of it.
Yeah, some mental breakdowns, and that's it. Game management is key. If they manage the game at the correct times, I mean, that could have been eliminated. Just not enough players behind the ball, and at the end of the day, they were caught in injury time, in extra time, one-on-one, goalkeeper off his line, half and half. You take your chances. There's the strike. The ball could have missed the goal anyway, but it ended up in the back of the net, and there you have it. Flint City Bucks are moving on, and all the best to them on Sunday's final against Core Valley.
All right, so thanks to all our crew here. That's going to wrap it up. The Flint City Bucks will meet Call Valley Sunday, 5 o'clock, and the Des Moines Menace finish out a fine season here on CISN.TV.